Alright, I'm Ash, and apparently I'm in control of this shit tonight. So hi, welcome, happy Pride. Hi, I am DMing for the first time this wonderful group of rapacious scallywags. So, hey guys, who are you? Andy, let's start with you.
Jumping straight in.
We
Hello,
will.
my name is Andy. It's lovely to be here. Happy Pride, everybody. And I'm just very, very excited. Character intro as well? Or
Oh
just
no,
me?
we'll do that in the game. Just you, please.
That's me. Just a little guy.
What do you do? Where can we find you?
I like to do lots of streaming. You can find me here on Twitch. It's Andy SBG. And I post things kind of generally all around. So TikTok, I go live on there sometimes too and just have fun. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Salty.
Hey, I'm Soul Queen, but I generally get shortened to Salt. My pronouns are she, they, and you can find me being very loud and very foolish on Soul Queen Plays on Twitch, and also being very filthily horny for 2D characters or 3D characters when we do our hardcore playthrough with Promethean and M, because who doesn't love Astarion?
So true.
Amazing. Having watched that earlier, I'm just like, yeah, how's the Bloodless treating you? I saw your fight. I'm sorry. Hey Sam, who are you?
I'm Sam.
Cool. What do you do?
Better known as Plague, I suppose. I am only just starting my internet life journey. I've been on a few other streams. I haven't started streaming on Twitch myself yet, but I will eventually. You can find me at Plague Maiden with an underscore at the end on most platforms. Some of them it's variations, but majority are the same.
Sweet. Cool. Hi, welcome aboard. No
Thank
pun
you.
intended. Hey,
Hard.
that leaves last but absolutely not at the least. Hi Jess.
Oh, hello.
What do you do? Who are you?
I'm Jess, or misskass, or Cass, or whatever you want to call me. I am part of Split the Party, but I've never done any live streaming before. The closest I got was at a charity stream a couple of weeks ago where I was not supposed to be in a game, and then someone paid money for me to DM part of the game, and I ran away as soon as humanly possible. So it's very new to me, or the people like looking at me do stuff, but it's exciting and fun. And if you think that I'm entertaining in any way, you can follow me at misskass on pretty much any platform around. Happy June, happy Pride. I'm excited and afraid to be here.
If that ain't a mood. So yeah, hi. I am Ash. I make stuff. I am a cast member here on the Law Rights in the sort of Skulls game, and DMing for the first time. So I'm not reading chat. I hope you're being nice. It's okay if you aren't, but just direct your hate at me, not at these lovely people. But also, just before we start, I just want to say a huge shout out to Awfully Queer Heroes, whose module we are playing probably for the majority of Pride Month and beyond. They have graciously allowed us to use their art and images as part of our overlay and as part of the, what's it called? The scroll that is in the top. That direction, maybe?
No, other one. Go
That
the other
one.
way. Go the other way.
That's
the one.
That direction.
Okay, cool.
It's somewhere. I am not a real pirate, and I don't know which way is north. So it's in one of those directions. But hey, huge shout out to the AQH people. You can find this module, A Tale of Two Queens, on Drive-Thru RPG. This is not sponsored, but it is a really good module. And hey, you guys want to get into it?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Cool. I wrote it all down in a way that I understand because I don't know how to read. Let me. I didn't bring my glasses. Let me just make this real big. Okay.
Get your grandma text up there.
I've got my grandma text up here. It's I don't know. The Zoom button has disappeared. That's how big I've got the text. So, a life of adventure is not without its rough mornings. But this one might just set the record. Fucking hell, you are so hungover right now. Your heads throb, and the light streaming into wherever you are is not doing anything to help with that. As much as you wish otherwise, though, in this moment, you are alive, albeit very uncomfortable. You're all pressed against lumpy mattresses, straw filling poking out into your skin at odd places. There's this awful smell, like the after aroma of sweat, sweet and musty. And all the same, there is the sharp freshness of a sea breeze blowing throughout the room. As your eyes open, blinking against the light, you are greeted by the damp stone walls and gloomy interior of a prison cell. A small window sits high on the rear wall, letting in the offending light, and a heavy door with a barred window sits on the opposite wall. All of you are in your casual clothes, your packs and armor and weapons and arcane foci nowhere in sight. But, graciously it seems, you have landed in prison together. As a result, your cell is maybe not the most spacious, but misery loves company, and you have plenty. Waking first, Penelope. Can you describe your character for us?
Penelope is she's a sailor who is amazing at sailing, not so amazing at being stealthy, which probably comes with the territory. She is more deer-like than she is goat-like. She has like a tawny reddish kind of colored fur on her bottom half with like little cute white spots on her fur. She has little short antlers on the top of her head, and she is apparently not having a good time right now.
Not at all. So as you blink your eyes open, you do see the forms of your friends, like just sort of slumped against the wall, like not even really laying down, just kind of like slumped in place. And as you're watching, Skipper, welcome to the waking world. There's no such thing as magical ibuprofen, but
I wish there was.
tell us about yourself.
Skipper is a tiefling, fairly tall and fairly well built. Clearly knows how to bench press more than I probably could. Her skin is like this light sky blue, and she has this short, messily cut red hair. The shirt she's probably wearing is ripped in multiple places along the sleeves, and the jacket vest thing that she has over top is ripped right at the sleeves. She probably flexed a little too hard when she first got it. Just, yeah.
Incredible.
Love that so much.
It could be the light, or it could be the straining of your muscles against the remaining cloth of your jacket that wakes Cephyrin from their drunken slumber. Jess?
Yes.
Please describe yourself.
Okay. Cephyrin is a poison dragonborn, so she's got green horns, and green skin. She kind of dresses in purple, like very flowing outfits, almost like their fins, like imagine the fin of a huge goldfish, or like a betta, where the clothes kind of like flow behind her with like an otherworldly sort of air, like wind is blowing through her clothes all the time, just so it kind of looks like she's moving through the water. I think I'm gonna like wake up feeling real crusty and cast the first spell if you allow me, and I'm gonna create a handful of good berries for everybody. So then I just kind of like I put one in my own mouth and I feel very slightly restored by like 1 hit point perhaps, and then I go around the rest of the room and just shove them into people's mouths, awake or not, because the good berries are healing, and then I put the rest of them into one of my pouches.
Amazing. You do not have your patches at the moment, but I will let you put them in a pocket.
Shove it in my pants. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
That's great. We've got pocket eggs. We've got pocket pancakes. We've got pocket good berries. But yes, I will let that one. And so it is the sweet and slightly tart flavor of what you know is a magical good berry, Tohi, that awakens you from your slumber. There is not a monster that you cannot slay, but hangovers, that's a different beast altogether.
Just kind of waking up, it's dribbling down the side of my mouth a little bit, and you just see this slightly pale with a green tint Eladrin just sit up, and as he sits up, his hair is like a mixture of auburn and like mousy brown just flowing down to his shoulders, and he's got almost a leaf pattern around his shoulders that almost look like pauldrons, but they're just kind of part of his body, and they're a mixture of like bright greens, light yellows, and some slightly darker reds. And he's just quite slender, and he's a dancer. That's Tohi. That's him.
Beautiful. Cephyrin, you do realize that there is a certain orb that you are missing. There is a certain green sphere that is not your orb is not in your possession at the moment. And so as you all come to consciousness and take in your surroundings, you do hear, like on the other side of the door, there are footsteps walking around every 10, 15 minutes or so. Just seems like someone's keeping a patrol. So, hey, players, pirates, friends, what did you get up to last night?
I feel like it's the drinking game to end all drinking games.
Whose idea was this again?
Can I roll a history check to see if I even know?
Dibs, not me.
Sure, you can roll a history check.
I got a 7. How do my memories... I got an 8, sorry. How do my memories feel about yesterday? Fuzzy? Am I fuzzy? I'm probably fuzzy, right?
You're very fuzzy. Like, you distinctly remember the sound of, like, a door slamming shut, but that is very possibly the sound of your cell door having been closed behind you. If the rest of you would like to roll history checks, you are more than welcome to.
Do you mind if I do physical, like with my dice, or do you want it on the?
Oh yeah, no, use physical dice, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't trust the D&D Beyond dice roller because I don't know how it works.
I rolled a 9.
I got a
9.
3.
A 3.
I also, for history, rolled very, very poor. 4.
Oh god, we don't know.
This is very fitting.
We're smart.
Incredible. Okay. So, Tohi, there is a distinct smell of smoke on your clothes. Penelope and Skipper, you have dust in your hair that's like little tiny pebbles, like bits of... It looks kind of like you went through a plaster wall, perhaps.
Did we play with gunpowder again?
Oh yeah, are we injured? Do we look exploded in any way?
No, like you guys are filthy, and maybe a little roughed up from having been thrown in the cell, but you're not like... No one's like, I don't know, dropped a hair curler and grabbed it on the way down and, you know, burnt their hand on it, or... No, you don't have any visible injuries. You guys are just kind of a little roughed up. Like you've very much had what is obviously a rough night. Like there's like dirt, there's like, you know, couple new holes in your clothing that you haven't seen before.
I just patched these holes. I can't afford any new shirts right now. This is disappointing. I don't think we played with gunpowder. I mean, like,
it smells like we did, but honestly, the last thing I remember is the splitting headache and just waking up here. So anyone's guess is as good as mine.
I think we started just like at a tavern. I don't even remember.
Well, that's how it always starts.
What were we
though,
drinking?
I think I remember Skipper. Were you arm wrestling again?
Oh, probably.
That would make sense.
I touch the edges of your clothes, and I'm like, this is along the muscle, like the tears, like exactly follow the outline of where you've been flexing too much.
Flex. Do my muscles feel sore from like extreme use?
Roll a Constitution check.
Oh boy.
Because you are a level 16 barbarian, so
that's not too bad. That's a 19.
They don't feel too sore, but as you do flex and the shirt does rip a little further.
Clearly I won whatever fight wrestle we were doing.
Yeah, but did we beat their friends? Because we obviously know we've ended up here.
Look, maybe they look, maybe I won and they were like, wow, Skipper, you're so cool. Here's a bunch of drinks on the house. And I was like, oh, it's too many drinks for me. Give them to my friends.
That does track.
So as you guys are having this conversation, there is like a on the cell door. Ow, that really hurt. There's a bang on the cell door, and that's exactly what one of the guards says to you. Keep it down in there. You caused enough trouble for one weekend.
What charges are we here for?
Don't know. You'll have to ask someone else. Just keep someone with their patrol.
Meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Can a man not drink in a tavern?
As he's walking away, can I just like make a little check to see if I can spot like him carrying any keys on his hip or anything like that?
Yeah, roll a perception check. If you go up to the door, I won't make you do it with disadvantage. But if you just stay on the floor where you are, roll with disadvantage.
Okay, I'll try and make my way slightly closer to the door. I'll just like shuffle my way shoulder to shoulder past everyone, just to try and take a quick little glimpse as he's heading off down.
Just like climbing over the legs.
Yeah, just as gracefully as one can. You know, just pointy toes, good toes, just trying to get past everybody.
Well, now I'm just picturing the Grinch, just like
yeah.
Yeah. That is where's my bonus? That is a 14.
14? You don't see any keys on this person.
Okay.
But in your defense, the window in the door is only about this big. So
Are there any animals in our cell? Or any that we can, like, if I also kind of like maneuver my way over to peep out the door window, are there like, is there a dog that holds the key, or is there like little mices or rats, or is there anything out there, or is this a very like clean prison?
I'll let you roll a perception check with advantage though, on account of being a druid.
Sick. My perception's already plus 10, so I got a 29 or 24. I think I'll go with the 29.
Yeah. Okay. So, you are very in tune with nature, and this place is barren of any kind of life that is not humanoid, fey, whatever. There's no people. There's people here, but there are no animals that you can detect.
Do we have a window that leads out the other way?
Yeah, that's what the sunlight was coming through, like, again, a small barred window that the sun appears to be lowering itself across. So a west-facing window is, I think, what I'm trying to say there in too many words.
What's out that window?
Just having a look out that window, you can see the harbour.
If I look like down, are we on water? Or
you are not. No, you're in, like, you look down and it's just like a maze of streets. Like, it's buildings and buildings and buildings and warehouses and alleyways snaking between them. But yeah, the harbour's probably like half a kilometre down the way. I don't know what that is in feet, so half a kilometre down.
Many feet.
Yeah,
Many.
it's at least 12 feet away. I'm not wrong.
So we're not chained up or anything. They've just clearly thrown our drunk asses into the
Yeah.
cell and forgotten about us, essentially.
Yes. So it was fifth day night when you were drinking. It's now probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on sixth day, which is Friday night, Saturday afternoon. So you guys have been unconscious for a little while,
Right.
but also, like, how late were you awake? No one knows.
Is there any water for us to drink?
Uh,
Try and cure
no.
this hangover? Nothing? Oh,
Weirdly, no.
we're suffering.
They're not very hospitable, but at least it's clean. Like, there's not even a bed bug in the mattress.
What
It's
did
like-
you see out of that window, Cephyrin? Is there anything?
There's no creatures around here. And I would expect a prison to have rats or mice or someone I could speak to, but there is nothing around here. It's barren of all life. At the other window is just the city, which... Do we recognize the city? Are we from here? Or have we stopped?
Yes, so you guys are in a city called Helm. And it is maybe not the nicest city, but the government really hates pirates here. You guys know that, and you were laying low earlier in the week when you arrived, but clearly something has gone a little amiss in the process.
I've got a question. I've seen trouble before. I'm no angel. Have I seen this prison before? Like, are the cells familiar because I've been here arrested before? Or
no. But
is
roll
it like a private prison?
Roll a history check. The DC is 10.
Oh, that doesn't. Oh, I roll a 10 on dice. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But that is 11.
11? Okay, cool. You recall that the city of Wavehelm had almost a plague of vermin 10 years back or so, and they deployed a team of druids to just, like, get them gone. So it makes sense that the prison has no vermin in it, because the city is, like, it has human vermin, but it doesn't have animal vermin.
Right. Probably speak up and there's no rats and stuff because they hate rats here because of the plagues and stuff.
It's horrible.
So they just
very sweet. They don't even carry the plague.
Got rid of them.
Sweet creatures.
There's only the rat people now, the people who act rat-like.
Can Is the door quite sturdy, the door to our cell?
Yeah, so looking through the bars, you can see the door is at least 4 inches of solid wood. And there is a metal frame around the entire thing. You have a feeling that they're like, we don't want anyone getting out of this shit. So, gonna reinforce the hell out of everything.
So I probably don't want to ram it.
Probably not. You already have a headache from the hangover. This might give you a second headache.
Also, I'm just thinking, how would I manage to ram it if we're all sitting on top of each other, basically? That would be really funny.
So the cell's like maybe 10 by 20 feet, so there's a bit of room, but where you guys are on the mattresses, which are pressed against like the edges of the room, there's not as much room, but there is a bit of standing room. You don't have to sit on top of each other if you don't want to, but if you want to, I'm not going to stop you. So as you guys are having this conversation about Wavehelm and the plague of rats, there's a rap at the door. Do you
Come in.
answer?
Hello?
Come in.
That's not going to happen. I've been told that you're inquiring about your charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Why do you keep us here?
Drunk and
Also-
disorderly, mainly. Also, you blew up an abandoned building.
So we were playing with gunpowder.
Oh, well, I'll put that on the record.
Oh,
You hear,
no,
you
more
hear the
charges.
scratch. You hear the scratch of a quill. You'll be kept here until Thursday when the municipal courts open again, and you can plead your cases before a judge. However, it is the weekend, and I shan't be letting you out.
what about for good behavior?
No such thing. You're in
What if we
prison.
told you we don't remember anything?
That makes it worse.
We were framed.
I highly doubt that. You were found in the middle of the burnt
Yeah.
building.
'Cause
You were also
framed.
very drunk and covered
That
in
I can't
soot.
argue against.
Is that a crime? Having a good time?
I'm not
Succulent
a lawyer.
wave helm meal. It's gonna be in my head all night.
I'm not a lawyer. You cannot plead. I am not a judge. You cannot plead your case to me. I am simply
can
here
we-
to review your charges.
Can we have a lawyer? Can we have one? Have you got any?
You can have one on Thursday when the courts reopen. They don't work on the weekends, unlike some of
so
us
the
who are
courts
stuck.
get a break and we don't?
I would like to remind you that I am standing here working on a weekend, and I do not get to see my children.
Oh,
Why would you
really?
work?
I'm so sorry. You should...
Not all people who work in government are equal.
Could I
Oh.
ask a question of you, real quick?
Depends on the
Um,
question. What do you want?
Does part of your work involve getting us a pitcher of water, by any chance?
It will come with dinner. You only have about half an hour left to wait.
Thank you.
I mean...
There will.
I think that's pretty criminal that they're not letting you see your kids on the weekend.
It's
We're on
called
your
shift
side
work.
here.
It's called shift work. I'm not letting you out.
It was worth
If there
a
is nothing
try.
else, good day.
What if you're not on shift? Will you let
Nuggets.
us out?
No. And you just hear the scuttling of little gnomish feet as this person scuttles away. I'm just picturing them looking like a male version of Edna Mode. So do with that what you will.
Fantastic.
Like you've got
So exactly like Edna mode.
yeah, but with grey hair and a little goatee, I think, suits for this. So, drunk and disorderly. You blew up an abandoned building. Someone was allowed to
Sounds
play
like
with
us.
gunpowder, or perhaps the fireball spell. It wasn't really explained. But there you have it. Your charges, your crimes, and also the promise of dinner within the next half an hour. And as you've been standing there listening to this little gnomish fellow talking, you did smell like fragrant aroma of cooked meat, possibly some kind of stew. Like, hey, if nothing else, at least maybe you're going to have a delicious meal sometime soon.
Sorry, it's just in my head again.
Yeah,
I was about to say succulent meal, if you will.
Succulent prison meal. Can anyone pick locks? Or no, that's all I got. Can anyone pick a lock?
If I had some tools, maybe. Do you think they serve you? Do you think they give us utensils, or we're gonna have to eat with our hands? They could maybe do something with a knife and fork. But until then,
Hmm.
Do you not keep a a lockpick hidden in your trousers or something?
I don't know. DM do.
I would say that you were thoroughly searched due to the strict laws regarding piracy in Wave Helm. You are certainly welcome to check your pockets.
Okay. What kind of check would you like me to make?
The one where you put your hands in your pockets and turn them out, and there's just a whole bunch of lint and sand that falls out of them. The comedic
Send it
effects
over
trying to
if he
check.
Comes back.
Oh, well, all I have is sand, more sand, and even a little bit of dirt. But no special tools on hand. I don't really seem to have anything on me, actually.
Penelope's just checking her hair to see if they left any bobby pins in her hair because she wears it braided a lot. So maybe she's got a pin in there. It doesn't look like it.
Your hair's pretty disheveled at the moment, not gonna lie. It could be due to the alleged explosion that you were in.
I don't think I've got nothing.
Flip side, Skipper's hair probably looks the nicest it's ever looked.
It's roll a d10 for me.
Where's my D10? It's my D12. Where's my D10? A 5.
It looks okay. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So you guys
Just
are
before dinner comes,
Mhm.
can I try something?
yes.
I'm gonna blow through a ton of spells because if it's the evening, then I figure at some point we're gonna get to rest. So,
Okay.
I want to cast Locate Creature, which allows me to describe or name a creature that is familiar to me and sense the direction to the creature's location, as long as the
What are
creature
the-
is within 1,000 feet of me.
What are the requirements for that spell?
Explain further. Like the
Verbal-
spell components?
Yes, like verbal somatic material.
Yes. What else do you need?
Is it all of those?
Yes.
Yes. So
I think so, yeah.
So you go to
Yes,
try.
yes.
Yes. So you go to try and cast this spell, and nothing happens. Your arcane foci is not with you, and
Heck.
you feel the power rise up inside of you, and nothing. It's like a wave that recedes into the ocean rather than breaking on the shore.
Sorry, I'm just gonna look up what I took as my focus. I think I
No, that's
actually
so
did
fine.
take I think I took a physical focus instead of. Yes, I did take it. Okay. All right. Well, I suppose I will not locate creature.
I'm sorry.
I will sit quietly, wait for dinner.
What are the hinges like on the door? How strong?
Not
are the hinges?
internal. Not internal. The door swings outwards, from what you can gather.
So the hinges would be on the outside, so I couldn't pull the pins out of the hinges.
You could not pull the pins out of the hinges. Yeah, let me check something real fast. Which one are you? But not with a passive investigation. You can roll an investigation check if you like, but your passive probably would not pick anything up.
That's a natural 20.
Yay!
Hell yes, the
Let's
first
go.
one. Let's go.
Yay!
So, looking around this room, you can see heavy grooves on the floor, and you can see scratches covering the door. You gather just by looking around this room, there have been plenty of escape attempts, probably some that succeeded, and every time the local government built the prison up stronger. Like, it is just reinforcement upon reinforcement because they really, really don't like pirates here. Or rats. Pirates. They don't like pirates here.
We could plead in front of the judge that they are stereotyping us based on how we dress. That we're
True.
pirates.
Just because we wear pirate hats and eye patches doesn't mean that we are
Exactly.
pirates.
Some of us are just have eyes missing.
We could just be a demolition crew that got it wrong.
Yeah, they don't know.
We're supposed to demolish the next building over.
You know, we just like baggy shirts and stripy pants. Sue us. Not
and
actually.
boats and the ocean and stealing a bit.
We're just sailors.
To be fair, I look like I belong in the forest, so I don't know why I'm here.
Oh, my name's Skipper. Clearly I am a sailor and not a pirate.
Is dinner on its way?
So you guys are able to mark the passage of time in the way that the sun moves across the floor of your cell. After a while, it's like blasting on the door, and depending on how bad your hangovers are, you may want to stick to the shadows. But it is approaching evening, so it's definitely later than half an hour. Sorry, it's definitely more than half an hour later, rather, when dinner does arrive. It is starting to get a little dark outside. You can see like the early evening stars, and you hear a bang on your cell door, and you see the shadow of this enormous fucking dude pass over the window and says, "Step back against the wall."
Yeah, I will, alright.
Okay. The door unlocks and it's like click, 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 click. It's like 3, 4, 5 locks get done. And the door swings open just enough, like foot, to slide some bowls of broth inside, and then bang, closed. Click, 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 click. It is locked up just as quickly. But hey, dinner's here.
Is it only soup?
We'll promise
It's-
water.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I do.
There is just this really awkward moment as from below, possibly the gnome fellow, a water skin is like pushed very slowly through the grate on the front of the door, and it just on the ground. Like, this person, he can't reach.
Thank
Like,
you.
he's really struggling. But yeah, so you guys have your dinner, you guys have your water. It actually doesn't smell terrible. It looks to be some kind of soup with some chunks of meat and vegetables floating around in. Definitely a succulent wave-helm meal.
Oh, this is much better than I was expecting.
Definitely a well-funded prison. I mean, this place, like, there was like 5 locks at least, you know?
Yeah.
And the doors are like double reinforced. I don't know if we're gonna be able to escape this.
So there's definitely no visible locks on the inside of the door at all.
No, there is not.
Okay.
Sorry, choking on my saliva there. So you guys eat?
Yeah.
Question mark.
I'm.
Could...
Sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead. I just did a bit.
Oh, I was just gonna like hold the bowl of soup right up to my face and see if like, maybe there's a key. Maybe they dropped a key in it. Is there a key in my soup? Is there anything useful that is not just soup, or is it just soup?
It's a bit of a murky broth. So do you like?
Yeah, why not? Put
There is nothing. There is
now
not.
I have
I'm
soup
sorry.
on my hands as well as.
I just went. I was really hungry.
Yeah, I chugged
just
my
like-
soup as well.
Skipper, Skipper, as you start to drink your soup, there's something in there that probably shouldn't be in there.
Oh, is the key in there, soup?
I just take it out and just have a look at what it is.
It is a folded note. It's very soupy. It's a very soupy note right now, but there is a folded note in your
Just unroll it.
and also the soup is fucking delicious. Like, it's really good soup.
Good soup.
So the note reads, "You have attracted the attention of the Pirate Queen. She has deemed you worthy of release from this prison in exchange for your services on a task of most importance. The cell door will be unlocked tonight during shift change. Use the cellar exit if you wish to draw less attention. There is a schooner and a temporary crew waiting for you in Dock 3. Make your way there as quickly as possible, alone, and head to Blood Moon Bay. The Queen is waiting."
Guys, I think the
Did
pirate
Skipper
queen is
read this
pretty
out loud, or did Skipper Skipper just read this
No,
to themselves?
Skipper read it to herself. Just folds it up. I think the Pirate Queen is a thing for me.
Are you reading your soup like tea leaves? Do you?
Yeah, I'm magic user now. I can scry it.
What's it say?
Oh, she just wants to meet me at Dock 3 tonight.
Just you?
It said come alone. So I suppose you guys could
At
tag
this
along.
point, Tohi's gonna look for in his soup. He's just like only sipped a little bit. He's gonna see if he's got anything in his. If he's got a love letter too.
There is not
I already
a
ate
letter.
mine.
There are no letters, love or otherwise, in anyone else's soup.
We'll never
Put it in
know
my
if there's
shirt.
one in mine. I ate it.
Well, we might know a little bit later. But...
Skipper, do you share the note with the class, or
Yeah,
do you-
well, I mean, she wants to meet at Dock 3 tonight. The doors are going to be unlocked after the shift change. So,
Oh.
you guys could probably come with, I suppose.
Cool. The rest of you looking at this note realize that she has that the note refers to you in the collective sense, and Skipper may have taken it as the personal version of
Do
the
not
word.
correct them.
Yeah,
I
that's
let them
so
think.
fair.
that it's-
Yes, yeah.
It's just for them.
We're
special.
there to cheer them on. Absolutely.
Don't want to break their heart.
No. But if you're happy for us to tag along, Skipper, we'll gladly escort you.
I mean, yeah, if you want to. No pressure.
So shift change. How long do we think that's going to be until shift changes? I mean,
You guys woke up at like 3, 4 in the afternoon, and there hasn't been a shift change yet. So it's probably about 6:30 now. So feasibly within the next couple of hours. But
okay.
you've probably also never been thrown into Wave Helm prison before, and are not entirely certain of the guards' routines.
Being
But-
someone who's used to tracking, could I make some kind of check to try and discern some kind of pattern and listen for a change in the future?
Oh, hang on,
They're
we
just
lost
like-
Sam. Their
Skipper,
internet
no.
has.
No.
Skipper just goes, "Okay, I'm out. Bye.
There's just two parts
meet
of
the-
me right now.
Going to meet the queen." That's okay. They said that they were having trouble with their internet. So, you. Sorry, what was your question again?
I'm
I
just
got
trying to see
distracted by.
if I can listen out with like my tracking experience to discern a pattern of movement, so I can listen for any kind of change to know when it's time to go.
Yeah. So the note does say that the door will be unlocked during shift change, which is probably your signal, but you are able to make a perception check with advantage. Now that you are more awake, fed, probably less hungover, and you've got a good berry in you.
That would be a 12.
A
Even
12.
with advantage, yeah.
Sure.
Rolled very poorly.
So you listen out, but it seems like a lot of. Oh, they're back. Hi.
You're muted. Oh, you're good.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. It happens. So all that's happened is Tohi has rolled a perception check to see if he can discern guard movements. But with a 12, everyone seems to be eating at the moment. There seem to be other full cells in this prison, and all you can hear at the moment is the scrape of the metal bowl. The wooden bowls. Which, by the way, they did not give you utensils. You do have to caveman this shit. You can hear the wooden bowls sort of scraping against stone, and like the gentle murmur of other prisoners as they converse over their evening meals. But you hear a guard will occasionally come past the cell, but there's not really any discernible pattern to the walking. You don't, however, hear the big brute come back. So you can safely assume that maybe he's just a dinner time enforcer.
Well, the good news is I cannot hear the big guy anymore, but I can't really make out much else, so I guess we just wait for the click of those locks and then we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm freshening myself up first, but
You're looking pretty good, all things considered.
yeah, no, I mean, my hair actually looks kind of okay for once, so
Yeah. The rips are in all the right places. You're like showing those
Yeah.
muscles off. I mean,
thank you.
that
thank
is not
you.
looking good,
I
Skipper.
think the queen's gonna love that when we get out to her.
Guys,
Yeah.
flattering me.
Put your back.
Thank you.
So you guys know, at the mention of the Queen, you guys know that this refers to Queen Grace Tidesong. They say that she was born upon the sea and never left. She amassed one of the largest pirate fleets that's ever been seen in modern history. And through her command, a golden age of piracy flourished. She's established out of Blood Moon Bay, which is an island stronghold south, more towards the equator. They say that it's perpetually protected by the spirits of pirates who have fallen in the seas. They keep the waters around the island rough and insurpassable, except for those who know how to navigate them.
Wicked.
But yes, so the Queen and Captain Grace Tidesong.
She's so cool. I can see why she would want to meet me.
You guys are also welcome to make a
Yeah.
history check to try and recall any extra details or rumors, perhaps, that you have heard about the Queen.
Yeah,
I shall do that.
I shall do that too.
9.
4.
Sorry, what was the check?
History, sorry.
14.
8.
Not much else that you guys can recall. You know that she's recently, or her fleets recently have been coming after to the trying to remember the map, to the northeast. He has recently declared a bunch of it's for political gain. You can gather that much. But he has recently had a series of executions against pirate folk, or people he believed to be pirate folk, and she has been, to the best of your knowledge, fighting his forces wherever she can to try and stem the tide of his, no pun intended, to stem the tide of his reach. But yeah, no rumors, only whispers found in little pirate circles.
I mean, I did hear that she was quite hot.
Amongst
There
other
we go.
things. Yes. I mean, if
That's
anyone's
the
going to
only rumor
impress
that
someone,
matters.
yeah. If anyone's going to impress them, it's going to be our skipper. So,
Yeah.
You guys, you're so nice.
I mean, for all we know is from the look of you blew up a building by flexing. So,
Yeah, you know what? That's
I
probably
mean,
what
who
happened.
can really say that they can do the
Gotta keep
same?
these puppies in check.
Just as Tohi's mentioning that, he's just like brushing off a little bit more dust off himself. He's just realizing he's still absolutely covered, and he's gonna try his best to preen himself up and look presentable as a wingman.
Your soup now has an extra little metallic taste to it, but that's okay. You've eaten worse things, I'm sure.
Lovely.
Is there anything else you would like to do as you wait for the guard change? Any conversations you would like to have? Any, I don't know, insults you'd like to shout at passing guards?
I think I want a wild shape.
Mm-hmm.
What? If I look out the door, what
Mhm.
are this is everything like? Is everything? Sorry, are there any like shadows in the hallway that we could, or is it all lit by torches, or could
There's-
we like keep to the shadows on the walls?
You look out, you can see quite a few torches. It is There are small triangles where the circles of torchlight don't quite overlap, but for the most part, it is bright light. Which,
Okay.
by the way, super annoying if you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I think I'm gonna wild shape, but I'm gonna wild shape into a cat.
Mhm.
So I kind of like sit down on the floor, and then I just put into it's like a little cat form. But I still have the horns. And
Amazing.
The cat is kind of like a greenish, like an orange tabby, but with like a greenish tint to it.
Yes.
And then I just sit down politely in the corner and wait, because what I'm hoping is that I can kind of stick to the shadows a little bit better and try and figure out where our stuff might be hiding, so I could like go ahead and kind of scout for everyone else.
As as the dinner rounds to die down, you don't hear the footsteps of guards as often. And once they come and collect your bowls, which they just basically get you to slot them through the slats in the door, kind of like a coin machine, just like shoo, 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 shoo. Once that happens, there's not really that much. It's kind of like maybe the guards just don't give a shit after sundown. So if you'd like, you can try squeezing your way out through the bars.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Someone, I like, put my little paws up against the door. I start like trying to hop towards the bars in the hopes that somebody will pick me up.
I'll pick
Put me
you
through
up.
the
I'll pick you
bars.
up. I'm very gentle. My little queen.
I purr a little bit. And so then, yeah, so I guess I'll just hop about the bars and see what's ahead of me. And I'll kind of go like, I'll try to stealth through the corridor, trying to dart between the shadows and the lights. See what I can find. If there's any doors that don't look like prison cells.
So it's a little hard with the horns to maneuver your skull out through the bars. But
they're only little. They'll be like
Okay.
cat-sized horns.
fair. But once your head is out, as everyone knows, if a cat's whiskers can pass through it, a cat can pass through it, unless of course that cat is like chunky. But my neighbors have a cat that's like this round. It's huge. You land silently, light on your little toe beans, and there's about 15 feet of space between your door and the opposing wall, and then 40 feet of corridor on either side of you. Sorry, there are more cell doors along the wall that your cell is located on, but the ones on the opposite side, no doors.
Okay. Can I go both directions, like left or right, or?
It's Pride Month. You can go whatever way you want.
Yeah, well, within the confines of the prison system, which direction can I go that's not a dead end?
Oh, well, you don't know because you haven't gone either way, but you are free to pick whichever direction you'd like.
All right, I'll go left for a bit and see.
Left. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So you. Just, I don't know, every 10 feet stopping to make sure that there are no guards, but you reach the end and there is a sharp right turn. There's just maybe 3 cells, no, what did I say, 20 foot, 2 cells next to the cell that you were confined in, and then a right turn, which is about another 50 feet, but there is a corridor about halfway along on the right hand side.
I'll head in, and I haven't seen anyone since I left, right?
You haven't, but you can hear with your little cat ears. You can hear the murmur of other prisoners in some of the cells.
Okay. I'll keep going down that
Sure.
corridor.
Yep. Perhaps it is the cat's instincts, perhaps it is your instincts, but you find yourself in the prison kitchen.
Oh, okay.
There's
still no creatures around, right?
There is one person in here, but there are no rats or bugs or there is one person in here, just a scrawny teenage-looking dude with like a messy mop of hair and freckles across his face and a little bit of like sun scarring, like he's been out in the sun too long. But Yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you. He is scrubbing these plates in a sink.
Okay. Does he give off friendly vibes? Or does he seem like upset to be washing dishes? And like
Roll
he'd
an
rather be doing
insight
something
check.
else? Okay.
Roll an insight check. Yeah.
13.
13. Looks like he's a hard worker. Looks like he's probably learning the value of a gold piece.
Alright, well in that case I'll try to go round him. Is there a door at the other side?
No, it is a closed room, but it is big. Like you can see kind of like a storage, like dry food storage. There's like a larder and an ice box. I don't know if those are the same thing. But there's
They're
both of
different
them.
They are different
Okay,
things.
cool. There's one of each of those things. And there is this massive cupboard. I mean, you're a cat, so everything is kind of
Everything's
massive to you
pretty
at the
big, yep.
moment. There is this massive, like almost floor to ceiling shelf of bowls. Like just stacked. Like you get the feeling that this prison can hold like a lot of people in it.
Alright. If I can't leave through here, can I go back out?
There's no door, it's just kind of like an open
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
You-
I will remember this location as we try to exit, and then keep exploring.
So you came from the left side, you go to the right?
Yes.
Okay. You keep trotting. As you get to the end of the corridor, there's another right turn, and you just hear cat here, coming from a cell to your left.
Okay. I'll they can't see me because I can't look right out, but I'll go back enough that I can look up inside of the bars if someone's like looking out at me.
Yeah, you just see like this much of a face just kind of peering over. Just like, there's like a hand sort of poking out, but it kind of gets stuck on the meat of the forearm. She's like, Kitty, come here, Kitty.
All right, well I take a little step forwards because I can't talk, so
Yeah, I know.
What do you want from me? And I go meow 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 meow.
Shh, cat. You got the keys? Cat.
I stand up on my hind legs and I pat my belly like I'm looking in my pockets for keys. Obviously there are no keys, so nothing happens. And then I sit back down again.
That's not got the keys. You just hear like grumbles from the inside of the cell, and the arm is a little stuck, and then it manages to retract through the bars.
Okay.
But
continue on my adventure then.
Sure. Probably about 20 feet down the next corridor. So you've currently come. Here's your cell. You're about here, and there is light spilling out of a not open doorway, but it is barred. It is weirdly not as reinforced as your cell doors, and you can walk right through because the bars are wide enough for that.
Okay. What's in here?
Well, it looks like an armory.
Does it have our stuff?
From your vantage point, you can jump up onto. I'm going to let you jump because cats can jump. I know they can't jump in 5e. Cats can jump really well. So if you want to jump up onto the bench,
I guess I'll go as high as I can to see what's around because I'm aiming to find our possessions. So that can lead us there on the way out.
So you jump up onto this table and you are face to face with Philson McBilson, who looks. Who, despite being a telescope-eyed goldfish who cannot make any facial expressions, looks terrified because you are a cat.
He's like a goose. He's one of those fish with the big googly eyes.
Yeah. So it's just sitting there like.
I put my head down and I like pat my horns so that he knows who I am. Wilson McBilson is a fish that lives in what was it like?
An adamantine infused glass orb.
Right.
That cannot be. He's a pet who cannot be killed because he's
goldfish.
immune to critical hits.
He lives in our orb.
He lives in
Okay,
your orb.
amazing. I try to chill him out, but I'm also trying to like see where the rest of our stuff is and if it's all here.
Yeah, it is laid out on this table. You can see that they've kind of like gotten a couple of towels and like wrapped it around the bottom of the orb to create like a little nest so that it doesn't roll. Like there's a couple of like not scuffs, but there's definitely some dirt smeared on the outside of Filson's orb. So it's possible that either he was in this explosion that Skipper caused with their biceps last night, or perhaps they had put this orb on the table and it just rolled off a couple of times. But yeah, your stuff is all laid out here on this table.
Okay, amazing. I'm gonna grab my focus if I can in my mouth.
Just do an investigation check for me.
If I can find it, yep. 12.
12. I'm gonna say no.
That's
I'm
all
gonna
right.
say everything's kind of piled up on top of itself. Like it hasn't quite been catalogued yet. And it's just kind of sitting all on top of itself. And to get through it, you'd have to dig your way through all the armor. That might cause a bit of a ruckus.
Can I see anyone else's spellcasting materials here?
With that 12 investigation, probably not.
All right, so it's all kind of buried. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll probably head back then. Because at least I can navigate us out once we're released from our cage.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Yes. I have advantage on stealth checks, so I will
Cool.
do... that's pretty bad. 19.
Okay, you're fine. You hear a guard approaching, but you've already memorized this half of the prison. You just dart into the kitchen and hide behind a shelf. It's that easy.
Awesome.
You're like, damn, how did we ever get caught if I can do this? Right? And the footsteps trail off, and the dish guy just keeps scrubbing his dishes. And yeah, you make your way back, and you can jump up into the doorway, the window of the door, and just sort of like muscle yourself through.
Okay, well, I'll change back and I'll explain to everyone what I've seen, and I know we can get our stuff back. I also know where there's a lot of food. So depending on how we feel, we could go there, and then go get our stuff, or whatever the vibe is.
I have a question. Did you see the cellar that we're supposed to be leaving through?
No. But I do know where our stuff is.
Was my axe there?
Okay.
They piled it all up together, so I'm not really sure. Like, I couldn't find any of our specific things, but I believe so. All of our things were together, and Filson is safe, so we just gotta make sure that we take him with us as we leave.
Good.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's all good.
What would we do without Filson?
Just as buggy-eyed as when we left him.
So if we grab our stuff, I'm assuming the cellar is the opposite way if you didn't find it?
No, I didn't find it, so I went, I went kind of this way, and then I went kind of this way, and I figured I should probably come back so that we could get all of it, so that when we get out, we can get our things, and then even if we get into a fight, we would be able to defend ourselves a little bit better.
Good plan. Good plan. I like it.
I think it'll work.
Yeah. I mean, anything would be better than being in this cramped cell, to be honest. Not that I don't love all of your company, but it's nice to be able to stretch your legs without kicking at least two other people.
I'd also like to have a shower. I think that we're a bit stinky.
Oh, do you think that's going to affect my chances with the Pirate Queen?
Oh, absolutely not, no.
Oh.
Skip a roll an intelligence check.
That's actually pretty good. Hang on. The intelligence, that's a 17, actually.
That's pretty good. You can figure that the Pirate Queen is probably around a lot of rough and tumble people a lot of the time. And that maybe she's immune to the smell of sweat and gunpowder and,
You don't become a
salt.
queen by being picky about the smells that you smell.
Pheromones, baby.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah, right.
So, you wait. You wait by the door, listening for every footstep, for the metallic rattle of keys that signify your release. It doesn't come. You wait, and the sky outside grows dark, and your cell grows cold as the sunlit warmth leaves it. And hours pass waiting by this door, and you can hear off in the distance the marching of boots as guards leave. And those of you by the door, you feel this odd pressure almost surrounding you. It's like tinnitus, like the moment of quiet that comes before your ears start ringing, and you wait. You wait. The ringing never comes, but silently, the door swings open. No creak of hinges, no latch clicking, just pure noiselessness.
Thank you.
Let's go out.
Time to go.
The torch is still on.
The torches are still on. You have 15 minutes.
Oh, what?
Show us where our weapons are.
Okay, I run towards where our weapons are stored.
Okay, as you leave the bubble of the aura of silence, I'm going to need you to make a stealth check.
Oh,
Everyone?
Everyone.
Do
But
we...
first of all,
I'm really
you...
not good at. I'm really not good at being quiet.
just remember that you do not have your armor, so any disadvantage imposed by heavy armor doesn't count at the moment.
I got 18.
17.
Oh shit.
13.
Okay.
Ugh. 9.
That's okay. So that is...
I was born with these cursed feet.
So that's... 2 of you passed that check. 2 of you failed that check. So, as you take off down the hall, Penelope, I'm going to say that your hooves clatter a little too loudly on the stone ground and echoes. And you just hear, "What was that?" from somewhere kind of far to your right, in the opposite direction that you are. Tohi, I'm going to say, hey, you get a little excited. Maybe you try and make your way out of the door at the same time as someone else. Maybe you trip over your own feet and go sprawling to the floor. Maybe that also makes a noise that draws a bit of attention.
I forgot I wasn't wearing my shoes.
So, Seth, you know the way. I'm not going to make you roll a check for it because you were just there. But there are 2 guards now on patrol, looking for the source of that noise.
They're behind us, right?
So they're in the opposite. They're not like literally directly behind you, but they are in the opposite direction that you were.
So if we keep going forwards, we're not going to run into them?
Possibly.
I'm booking it anyway.
Look, if
Once
they
we have
see
our
us,
stuff, we were going to be so much better at everything.
if they see us, I'm just gonna drop darkness so that nothing can be seen.
Okay. Do you have a focus for that, or is that just a thing that you can
it's
do?
Racial. It's racial.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
it's only
you
if they
guys,
see us.
yep. So you guys book it, and you turn the corner, and there's no one there. But you do see a face pressed against Selba. Hey, let us out, mate. Let us out. Can you find the keys and let us out? Please?
Anyone
Is this-
think we shouldn't let them out?
I don't think we should.
But the more people around, the more... Oh, but the note did say come alone.
I don't want them to follow us.
It did say come alone, but we could give this person like a dagger or something through the bars,
Possibly.
like a prison shiv.
Tohi's just gonna walk up and he's gonna say, we can possibly get you something that you can break this door down with over time if you can hide it. We can't take you with us, But if you get out, you owe us something, okay?
I don't want to come with you. I just want to get out. I can tell you where the keys are.
Where are they?
They're in the armory. They hang them on the wall behind a shield. They're not very
Oh.
smart. Also,
Yeah,
I've been here before. I used to work here. They haven't changed anything.
I mean, we're going to the armory. We may as well just
We
chuck
may
the
as well,
keys.
yeah.
I can tell.
Alright.
Yeah.
You get me out, I'll tell you how to get out of here without using the front door. How about that?
I like that. I like that idea.
Well,
Okay, let's do that.
yeah.
We should also probably keep running because those guards are coming.
Yeah, no,
Can
we
you
should.
can you distract the guards? If we're gonna bring back the keys, we think there's some guards chasing us. Can you distract them?
Yeah, if you let me out, I'm just going to run out the front door. They've only got like 3 people on. They're not very fast. They're all wearing armor. They're not going to catch me. Fast as the wind, boy.
Alright, we'll come back. We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Should
hold
probably
tight.
do it quiet though. You guys are real loud.
Oh, some of us are loud.
Well, as soon as you see those guards, you shout as loud as you can so we can hear, okay?
Sure, just hurry up.
You got it. I'm just gonna walk away from the door and look to keep running.
Yeah, head head into the armory.
Yeah, so you do have to pass the kitchen, but there is no one there anymore. The scraggly boy that Seth saw,
Dish boy went home.
Dish boy's gone. So you get to the armory, and Seth, oi, you with the horns, oi, hey. You see the cat around here?
Why do you ask?
Cat's gonna get me the keys.
I also
I don't know
turn
if
like
that's
have
what
horns.
the cat said. Yeah, sure, okay. That sounds pretty normal of you, that you spoke to a cat.
Do you often speak to cats?
Yes.
Is that part of the
Alright,
reason why you're
boss.
here?
No,
How padded is your cell?
it's not.
Hmm.
Are you gonna let me out so I can find the cat? So I can talk to the cat or not?
But I thought the cat was bringing you the keys anyway.
Let me out or I'll shout for the guards.
Okay, alright. Yeah, we can do that.
We could just cause a mass prison break right now.
You could do that
Yeah.
if you wanted to. But as it is, you make your way to the armory door and it's not locked. Like these guards are so sure that these cells are not coming open. They have not locked the door. It just swings straight open.
I was so ready to turn back into a cat to get in there, but that's cool.
Yeah, the doors are open because the guards are dumb. Seth, Filson's still sitting there.
How big
And-
is he? Is he in like a fishbowl sized?
So the dome's
Orb?
about probably yay big, like 9-10
Okay.
inches
Mhm.
across, and Filson's like, I don't know, this big in the middle of it. Just looking at you. Eyes off to the side.
Stupid eyes.
Big stupid eyes.
Oh, I missed
And-
you so much, my little guy. I'll pick him up and like brush the dirt off and try and find my backpack so I can put him inside.
Given that he is a small goldfish with no powers of speech, higher intelligence, or the ability to give facial expressions, he's giving you so much attitude right now.
The
Whatever
vibes
you
are
did last
wrong off
night,
his face.
he's pretty pissed.
Really? Okay. I'll have a chat with him later.
Okay, so
Can the rest of us grab our stuff
Just
from in the armory
Grab
as well?
it, yeah.
yeah, it's like it's on the table. Like it's
I'm gonna-
like your weapons
Put
are
my
like at
shit
the
back
bottom of the
on.
pile. Yeah, you guys do that. It does cost you a little bit of time, but you do get ready. And
Yep.
as you
Oh.
are getting ready, yes.
Sorry, I also need to roll insight so we can see those keys.
Oh no, so I was. Yeah, sorry. That would be perception, not insight. Yes,
Oh yeah, whichever one.
yes.
Oh. I got a 13 and my passive perception is a 13 anyways.
Okay, so you don't super see them. However, Seth, with your passive perception of 20, you can
Ooh.
just see the keys hanging out of the bottom of this shield, and you
I
are
was just
free to
gonna
grab
run
them.
around slapping all the shields off the wall, but yes, I will take the keys.
You see them,
Mhm.
but roll stealth checks as you leave the armory for me.
Can I grab the keys first?
Yeah. So like as you guys get dressed, as you grab the keys,
Now that
just
I've
roll a stealth check.
now that I've grabbed everything, I think Tohi would have wanted to just cast Pass Without a Trace as soon as he picked everything to help us kind of escape. Do I have chance
Brilliant.
to do that?
Yes, you do. So all of you get to add a plus. So dice roll plus your stealth modifier plus 10.
Well,
Oh, just a
I
flat
already
10?
rolled 23, so
So that's a 33.
yeah.
That's great, because I only got a 9.
Great. So 19.
Nat 1.
Ooh,
Oh.
that is
Ooh.
another fail.
36.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
really happy to be reunited with my axe, to be honest.
Yeah. And so Arcade is like, hello, Skipper. I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, just got busy.
Right.
Who are you talking to over there?
It's my axe,
Oh.
it's alright.
So Arcade's like,
And
I
we
don't
know
mean
he-
to
we know
alarm
he
you,
talks
but
back, right? The axe talks back.
so the axe is currently talking in Skipper's head.
But we know that they're not crazy talking to their axes. They're
You know
normal
that
talking to. Okay.
You know that they're not crazy. I don't mean to alarm you, but there are people approaching this location.
Thank you for the warning. Well aware of the guards approaching. We should probably get out. I'm gonna put my axe on my back now.
Yeah.
Get ready
Sure.
to...
So as you walk out of the armory, 3 of you manage to just meld into the shadows. It's like one of the torches on the wall extinguished itself just for you. Skipper, you smack the axe straight into the metal bars of the door when you're trying to put it away. And it just goes clang. And even with the terrible perception rolls that the guards rolled, with a nat 1, you are heard, and you do hear feet rushing to your position.
Quick, unlock the cell so we can make our escape. I get ready to cast darkness just in case.
Okay.
Well, can we move away from Skipper because they're being loud? So can we
Yeah.
like continue our stealth,
Mhm.
trying to unlock the cages? Okay, well
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with the keys.
Yeah, I'll,
Sure.
Can't catch
I'll
us
start
all.
doing the same.
Sure.
I'm probably gonna duck into the kitchen because I'm gonna have a real quick peek around for some alcohol because I
Sure.
didn't learn my lesson.
Fair enough.
Hair of the dog.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, I didn't find any. Got a nat 1.
Okay. Man, that's 3 nat 1s already. Like, the dice hate you
Terribly
guys.
unlucky.
Yeah. So, yeah, you do not find any. You find what you think is a bottle full of wine. You can take it with you if you'd like.
It's probably poison.
But with a nat 1, do you know that?
I'll just take it anyway.
Amazing. Okay, so do you rejoin the others?
Yeah.
And who has the keys, and how many doors are you unlocking?
Let's do the ones we've spoken to for now.
Sure, so 2.
Cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, let me just... Well, that's shit for you guys.
Oh.
You unlock 2 doors, and 1 prisoner walks out of each cell. The one who was after the cat just fucking books it towards the exit, going, "Here, kitty! Here, kitty! Here, kitty! Here, kitty!" Like, just absolutely. There may be,
Really likes cats.
was a reason why they were in the cell. And that is probably because they are maybe frequently shouting, "Here, kitty," on the streets of the city. The other one is like, grabs you by the shoulders, Seth, and he's like, "Cheers. So what you want to do, head to the back wall, that side," and points sort of like towards the opposite direction that you can. So you, when you were investigating as a cat, went left. He's pointing to the right.
Okay.
Right, there's a cellar door. Just go down. There's like another pair of doors on the other side.
Okay.
Right,
Are they locked?
good.
Are they guards?
I don't know.
You said you didn't you used to work here?
Yeah.
Uh,
Why would we guard a cellar? Like,
Because you can. It doesn't matter. Thank you for helping.
good
Good
luck.
luck.
And also just books it. But Skipper, as you are leaving the armory, this person runs into the armory and back out with 2 axes and just
Axe is better.
gonna pretend I didn't hear that, and runs towards the front door, axes over his head, and you all hear the footsteps of guards chasing this figure and the other guy, who are very much made a ruckus as they book it to the front door.
All right.
So you guys are free to regroup. You're free to try and rescue Skipper from possible investigation. But Skipper, I'll get you to roll another stealth check. But the DC is now lowered because some people are maybe making some noises.
And do I still add the pass without a trace, or is that not applying to me anymore?
Tohi, it's 20 feet, right?
Let me just check for you. It is within 30 feet.
30 feet. Are you still within 30 feet of Skipper?
I am not sure. I followed Seth to
Okay.
those cells, so
Then no, you do not get the pass without a trace.
17 then.
17, okay. Well, yeah, they absolutely are more distracted by the people trying to run out the front door. One guy with axes, one guy yelling about a cat.
Wonderful.
Yes. So, you guys are free to regroup.
Yeah.
And Seth, you are free to lead them to where you think the cellar door may be.
All right, let's do that.
Let's
Yeah.
get
we've
out
got
of
our
here.
distraction. Yeah, let's go.
Let's get
Yeah.
Skipper to that queen.
Absolutely without a problem. This has gone off without a hitch.
It's been perfect. So as you guys go, there are more cells and there are more people. Hey, you got the keys? Can we come out?
What are you gonna do for us?
I'm gonna run
Which way?
out.
As long as you don't follow us, sure. I'm okay with it. What about you? It just
Yeah,
looks to the rest of the party.
whatever. The more distractions, the better.
There's no guards by the entrance at the moment.
I'm
They're
gonna
all
roll
running
different.
after a guy for a cat.
They are running. They are at the front entrance.
I'm
Because this
lying
was
to them.
during. This was during shift. Oh, okay, fair.
I don't want them to follow us.
Fair. So you managed to. Jesus. Okay. I've rolled 1s on all of the D4, so I've just re-rolled again. So you free 4 more prisoners. Who will just go, cheerio, goodbye, we never met, and just leave. So you guys have your heading, and Seth, as you're rushing towards, it's the same direction that everyone else seems to be running. There is a door in front of you. It is solid wood, but it is not perhaps as locked as your cells have been. There is no visible lock, but you can see the hinges on this side of the door, so you can assume that it is unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Yes.
Let's
Pull it
let's
open.
go. Let's
Yes,
go in.
and
You don't have to
you,
tell me twice.
yeah. Do you close this door behind you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not last. I guess someone else, whoever's last, will decide.
Fair.
Skipper's,
So as you, sorry.
I was gonna say Skipper's sort of trying to mosey her way to the front because she wants to be seen first by the Pirate Queen.
Sure.
Yes.
Do you have like a love lust look in your eyes as you think about the Pirate Queen?
I'm like trying to make myself look cooler than I am.
Okay, I can
Sure.
see that you're preening and you can go ahead of me.
Yeah. I just like try and pick off little bits of dirt off the shoulders as they go past me as well. Just give them a pat down.
Sure. So you guys head down this set of stairs, door closing behind you, and it is a cellar. It looks like a storm cellar specifically. It's full of basic weapons. Like there's a crate of really shit looking daggers. Like there's some preserved foods, there's blankets, there's like sandbags. You can assume that Wave Helm has its issues with tsunamis every now and again, and the sandbags are there to help with flooding. But there is a set of storm doors on the other side of the room, so you've got about 30 feet to cross.
Skipper, you going first? You going out
Yeah,
there?
no, I'm going. I'm just going through. There's no. It doesn't look like there's any like traps or anything, right?
You can roll a perception check.
I don't know. For some reason, the thought of that's 3 on die.
No, it's
yeah.
perfectly safe.
It's a 9 total.
Yeah,
Do I see
perfectly
anything
safe.
with my passive?
No, it is perfectly safe.
Yeah.
This is
Very
a
good.
storm cellar. It is designed to protect people, not to keep people out. But so Skip, you head to the other side and up the short set of other stairs. You will have to pull a piece of metal that is blocking like the interior handles to the. It's like the tornado doors in The Wizard of Oz, essentially.
Yeah, I'll open them up with my strong muscles.
Sure. So you pull the metal out. You open. How do you open these doors?
With both hands. If it's the 2 that are opening outwards, I'm gonna use both of my hands just to be like
Aragon style.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you throw these doors open, and they smash against the cobblestones on either side. As you make your way out into the sea breeze and freedom, we're gonna go to break. But hey, you guys successfully made your way out of a prison, so we're gonna go on a little 10-minute break so that people can do stuff, and we'll be back.
Yay!
See you soon. Now we're back. Oh, okay, cool. Pro didn't count us down. He was just like 3, 2, 1. We're back. So hi guys, welcome back. Hello. So we're playing pirates. We're playing pretend. We've just had our party escape a prison through clever use of wild shape and also freeing a guy who may or may not have a permanent place in this prison, and also another guy who apparently used to work there and took some axes with him. So that's gonna be fun, I guess, for someone. Not you guys. Not you guys though, because you snuck out a cellar door, or you were successfully sneaking out a cellar door until Skipper smashed open with all of the force in their body.
You never know who's going to be watching.
Yeah, exactly. So you are greeted to an empty alley and the echo of wood slapping against stone. It almost definitely drew some attention.
We should shock 3.
So, I'm going to need you guys to roll a couple of things for me.
Oh no.
So I'm going to need a stealth check at disadvantage because Skipper did just draw some attention.
Sorry,
and
guys.
whoever is going to attempt to lead you through the maze of back alleys, I'm going to need a survival check.
Oh,
You going first, Skip?
I did say I would go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to do this. You can if you want to. If someone else wants to, that you guys could. It's going to be a series of rolls, rather than just one roll for the whole thing. So you guys can take turns. You guys can do it however you would please.
Is our pass without trace still on?
No, I'm going to say that it's been more than 10 minutes since you guys.
Can I
since
ask
it was
a
cast.
really newbie question?
Go for it.
What does roll with disadvantage mean?
So roll 2d20 and take the lowest number.
Alright. I was like, I think that's what it means, but I want to clarify.
And then
If you
advantage is the flip side.
Yeah, if you have advantage on stealth rolls, like I do, and I think Tohi does
Just
as
roll.
well,
Just roll flat.
Yeah.
Just so 1d20.
advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out. If you have
Yes.
In this situation, sadly, I do not have advantage. But
Don't you have shoes of quietness?
no, I have shoes of dancing and jumping. I was going to take the quiet ones.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay.
I have a 15.
12.
I got 21.
Okay. Hang on. Let me do some math real quick. So you guys.
7. 46.
What?
Sorry, I'll
No,
stop.
stop.
Stop
that. Ooh.
We're in trouble.
So who's heading up the survival check?
I
first
just
one.
rolled for it.
Okay. What'd you get?
24.
Oh, awesome. You are so fucking confident as you take off to the right. You're like, this is the way. You looked out that window that you guys had seen the city from, and you're like, yeah, this is the way. I absolutely know where we're going. And you do. It seems like you are making progress. You can smell the sea breeze getting stronger. You can hear gulls crying closer and closer. And you also find yourself surrounded by 6 guards who are patrolling the alley because you guys did not pass the group stealth check for this one. So I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Want us in order?
Yes, so just give me Jesus. Yes, I will write this down because that is the smart people thing to do. So, Pen, what did you get?
12.
12. Sweet. Tohi?
21.
21. Yep. Seth?
13.
13. And Skip?
11.
11. Okay. So then we have... Okay.
I don't like those noises.
Don't you just love the sound of 15 dice
Oh.
being dropped all at once on a table? That's the best.
Good. It's definitely okay,
Okay.
guys. It's fine.
Tohi, you're up first, my friend.
Okay.
So you are you guys have approached this alley, and there's like a T-junction. You have 3 guards on either side. You have about 20 feet of space between where the alley that you're in opens and where the wall of the next building is. And these guys are kind of spaced out.
Okay, and they're all just looking at us kind of angrily, and they're all ready.
Yeah, one of them is absolutely the gnome from earlier. That's them. I don't remember the voice I used. That's them. I want them caught, and I want them returned to prison.
Okay.
Can't believe you ratted us out.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I think what I'll do is the group on the left side.
Yep.
I'm just gonna from my pack. I'm gonna take out like a single arrow. I'm just gonna throw it into the air, and I'm gonna cast Conjure Barrage towards the left-hand group.
Okay.
Just like it's a cone.
Yep.
So hopefully it hits all 3 of them.
Yep. How wide is the cone?
60 foot.
It's gonna hit them. And if you angle it right, you won't hit your group.
Yeah. So
but if you angled it right, you could hit both groups of guards.
I'll try and hit as many people as I can in that case.
Yeah. You can hit all 6 of them because they are all within 60 feet.
Okay, so as I throw the arrow up, it's just gonna turn into a giant bouquet of roses and just kind of splash out across the whole alleyway in front of me. And
damn tuxedo mask, get it.
They all need to make a dex save of 15.
Of 15. Okay.
Yes.
What have we done? Okay, cool. Ooh. 2. Okay, 2 of them saved, 4 of them did not.
Okay, so they take half damage on the successful save, and the rest of them will be taking 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay, and is this magical damage?
Or
is this just piercing damage?
It's not telling me. 1 second, let me just... That's same as that of the weapons, but piercing. Yes, piercing.
Okay, cool. Because these guys have a little bit of resistance, you realize, as your damage does not do as much as you thought that it might. The gnome guy, however, he's got one leg straight through the shoulder and does not look happy about it. Like, I'm a bookkeeper! I am a man of the law! How dare you! And so, that would be... do you have a bonus action or anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I'm just going to look at Skipper and ask them if they're ready to impress the Pirate Queen.
Always.
And I'm going to reach my hand out and say, well, then prepare to dance. And if they're willing, I'm going to use my phase step bonus action to send them 30 feet towards the left group.
Skip, are you willing?
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So as you take my hand, I just like point towards the area, kind of pirouette you, and you kind of just teleport off in a little burst of green, yellow, and red leaves, and then appear 30 feet closer to the group.
Yeah, you can probably leverage Skipper to be behind one of the guards if you'd like.
Oh, absolutely. Get them in the best position possible.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just have them appear
Thank
there.
you.
Sure. So, is that your turn?
That's my turn. I'll just I'll stay where I am for now.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the guards on the right is going to step up to you, Tohi, and make a multi-attack with their sword. So I've forgotten how to play D&D. So they're going to make 3 attacks with their greatsword.
Okay.
What's your AC, bro?
16.
Yeah. Does it 23, 24, and 25 hit? Just like a little?
Just a little. 23,
Okay.
24, 25. Yeah, they all hit.
They do not have enough dice out for this encounter. I was not prepared to have to roll so many dice. So you are going to take I can't do math. Why did I agree to do... Guys, why did I agree to do this? I don't know how to count. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 6 is 22 plus 15 is 37 points of slashing damage.
All right. Okay.
Yep. And then they are just going to sort of stand there with the thing out. Not the thing, the sword out.
What have they got out?
They got their great sword out. And they're just going to say, stand down, mate. It's not worth it. Get back in your cell. It'll be over.
Well, it looks like I've got someone to dance with.
There you go.
You're so charming.
Is that will bring us to Ceph. It is your turn.
Okay. I will... sorry. I was trying to read what I can do. So if I go and stand in the middle... I'm just asking first.
Yeah, that's...
If I go and stand in between two groups of the two groups of guards,
Mhm.
How far away are they from me?
So they're probably about... The two groups are probably about 20, 30 feet apart.
So if
Minus
if I
the
stand
one
in the
who
middle,
is...
Yeah,
You'll be
if I
able to
stand
hit all of them
in
with an
between
AoE.
them, a 10-foot radius sphere. 10-foot radius is would that
20
hit everybody?
That's 20 feet across, right?
Radius is
It's
half
a
the diameter.
radius, yeah.
Yes.
40 in
So it's
total.
20 feet.
Yeah. Yes, so you'll be able to hit all of them.
Sick.
And if you step forward enough, you won't hit Skip or Tohi.
Yep, okay. Well, I want to stand in a position where I'm not going to hit anybody with that.
Mhm.
Except for the enemies. Can I do that?
Yes.
I have... So my armor is called the Armor of Fungal Spores. So
Yep.
I can take a bonus action to make the armor emit poisonous spores, which fill a 10-foot radius sphere centered on myself. Each creature must succeed on a DC 15 con throw or be poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Uh-huh. I can, in fact, roll those con saves.
So that should be... That's 6.
Yes. Sorry, what was the save?
15.
15. Okay.
So with my... I'm gonna flavor it like it's my, draconic energy coming out of the plate, and poison spores, float out of my armor along the ground and then, kind of float up into everybody's faces around.
Yeah. And so this happens, and there's this slow creep. It's like mushrooms grow out of the cracks between the cobblestones and just puff up some spores.
Yeah, I'm
and
Teemoing everybody.
Unfortunately, all but one of them save. So
That's all right.
I'm gonna say it's the gnome guy because he's closer to the spores, and he just goes, and
So he's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
he is poisoned. Yes. So
And
you still
then-
have an action.
Yes. I want to... I don't really want to kill them. But I don't have very many physical attacks. So...
They're pretty tough. So
Let me look to... I'm going to look towards... I'll look towards the gnome guy's side, because they've already been attacked. And because the poison was my bonus action, so as the spores are coming out, I'm going to also cast my breath weapon at them. So in a 15-foot cone, I attack the 3 guards that have already been attacked.
Yep.
Including the poor little gnome. Constitution DC 16.
Okay, and the poison guy rolls with disadvantage, right? That's what poison is. It's disadvantage to everything.
Dang,
I think
could
it's
be.
disadvantage to everything.
I don't know.
I can quickly double check. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, I'm just gonna count this. Because I can, because it's my game. So with a nat 1, the gnome guy fails, and one guy saves, and one other guy fails.
Okay, so the fail takes 2d6. Sorry, hold on, hang on. Oh, they failed the save. Okay. At 16th level, it's 5d6.
Roll your
So
damage.
The two that fail get 5. Oh no, I don't have d6s. Let me look in the cup of d6s. Okay. 18. So the guys who failed take 18.
Mhm.
And the one who saves takes 9.
9. Cool.
And because I'm still... How far did I have to move to get to the center of them?
So from where you guys were at the tip of the alley, I'd say 15 feet.
Okay, sick. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to back on out of there, because I shouldn't be in any of their reaction ranges.
No. And so the one guy who's dancing with Tohi is kind of off to the side. He came from the right. And then you've got the gnome guy and the other guard. And then the others are over there. But if that is your turn...
Yeah, so I just popped in and exploded poison and ran away.
Amazing. Penelope, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay. How far away am I from the nearest group?
So I'd say 15, 20 feet.
I'm going to take an action, and I'm going to hit probably. So the right has Tohi is dancing with someone.
Yes.
And they've been poisoned.
Yes. No. The gnome guy's poisoned. The other guy. Oh no, got poison sprayed, but it doesn't have the poison condition.
Yeah. The left-hand side, we haven't really done anything for them yet.
No,
other than
but
the roses.
Yes, and Skipper is behind one of them.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the left.
Mhm.
And the first person in the left alleyway, I'm going to hit with my my mace, Lightbringer. But before I do that, before I hit them with my Lightbringer, I give it the command to glow. So it's bright as a torch. And it will deal an extra 1d6 radiant damage to undead creatures. But I don't think any of these are undead.
No, probably
Beautiful.
not. Given the
But
hatred
I've
that...
still lit it up a little bit in case it's dark out here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So I'm gonna hit the guy closest to me.
So we'll just say that that's the first person, like, towards the T-junction in the alley.
Yeah. So my hit DC, sorry, I'm just a little bit confused. It says +7. What do I roll? Do I roll a d20 and then I add 7?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Still learning.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. Bloody lucky that I've got +7 because now it's at 10.
10 to hit.
Yeah.
You miss. That does not come close. So you maybe get a little blinded by the activation of the light. Yeah.
That's
and
okay.
just sort of swing wildly and just miss a little.
It's all right. As a bonus action, I would like to summon a spiritual weapon.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you can position that wherever you'd like within, is it 60 or 120 feet? 60?
60 feet.
Yep, so you can position that wherever you'd like, and you can also take an attack with it on your turn.
Yeah.
Like
so I'm going
as...
to summon a trident, I think.
Very thematic, very cool.
Yes. It's, side note, it represents the trident that my mermaid lover uses.
Aww.
I have a lot of lovers. You will learn this. So I'm going to cast that, and is a dirty 20 to hit. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm going to put that. So there's 3 guys. I tried to hit one, missed.
Yep.
Skipper's behind one. I'm going for the third one.
The third one? Yep, cool.
Yep. And it's a 1d8 plus 3 damage.
Mhm.
Did it hit? It was a 20.
Yes, that does hit.
Beautiful.
What level did you cast the spell at?
3.
3rd level? Cool.
Yeah. And okay. 5, 3.
Sure, so you do get... Never mind. Why would it say 3rd level or higher if it's not? Sorry, it says when you cast a spell using a slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above 2nd. Why wouldn't you just say 4th?
Yeah, so weird. So it's a 1d8 plus 3. So I got 8.
8 damage?
bludgeoning damage, I
Sweet.
believe.
Sweet. Cool.
And when I do that, I have a little catchphrase.
Okay.
Even though I missed with my mace, I'm still going to do my little catchphrase. And I say, my mother always said the pen was mightier than the sword.
That's very cute.
You are very mighty. Pen is so mighty.
So mighty.
Is that your turn?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's my
That
turn.
brings us to Skipper.
As I'm like getting my axe off my shoulder now that I've teleported,
Mhm.
can I turn to the gnome and like free action tell him something?
Yeah.
You should probably get out of here, nerd.
roll an intimidation check for me.
Hey, yeah, I can do that. Hey.
Oh.
That's actually really good. Hang on, I'm gonna give a calculator. I can't do the type of math really quick off my head. 25?
Yeah. Okay. He looks at you with sheer terror,
We
but
know he
it's
has
not his.
kids. He needs to go home.
It's not his turn yet, so he's just gonna panic quietly.
I would then like to rage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
What does raging look like for Skipper? How
I
badly
think-
does their shirt get torn?
Just like
No
a little
shirt.
bit. It's like where the hairs already are, you can see them like tense up and like brace themselves. And like the tears, like you can see where it's torn now. At least, like their
Yeah.
arms are like tight in the shirt.
Mhm.
And yeah, I would like to get the guy that I'm behind.
Yeah, I will let you
possible.
roll with advantage because this is all happening within the same 6 seconds. You've
Oh,
teleported
yeah.
behind this guy.
Okay,
He
with
probably wasn't
advantage.
expecting that. Yeah, go for it.
Sorry, my dice tower. That is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
I don't think. Hang on, I'm just double checking if I took. I did 2 weapon fighting. I thought maybe I'd taken the critical one that like crits on a 19, but I didn't. That's alright. Yeah. Let me. This is just my first attack because I get 2.
Yeah. Yep.
That is 16 damage, and I'm going for non-lethal. By the way, I'm trying to knock these guys out. I don't want to kill them.
Yeah,
I don't need
that's
murder on
okay.
my rap sheet.
Any more murder on your run
Yeah.
sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was 16 damage. You said.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, he takes the axe to the back of his pauldron and turns over his shoulder, and he goes white as a ghost when he realizes, hey, there's a really angry tiefling behind me right now, and she's very strong and very pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you make your second attack.
All right. And is that still with the advantage, or?
Yeah. No, not this one, because he has turned around and seen you.
That's okay. That is a 21.
That still hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, that is a 13 damage.
13. Sweet.
Actually, am I adding my damage that I get from rage?
Um,
No, I haven't even added the damage from rage. That's an extra 8 damage to him.
for both attacks.
For both attacks. So it's
So-
4 per attack, and I add
Okay.
already plus together.
Cool. Yeah, sweet. This guy, just starts kind of like the edges of his armor rip open and pierce into his skin. Not your weapon, but his armor is now hurting him. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Cool. So it's this guy's turn. The guy who you are peeling like a can of sardines. And he looks at you and he pulls a dagger and his hand is shaking. Like absolutely shaking. But he is he is still going to try and make an attack against you with a dagger.
To be fair, I'm not wearing any armor, so he could have a chance.
He could have a chance. But he rolled a 6.
That doesn't hit.
Yeah, it comes up to a 14, so I don't think that hits you.
Yeah, no, I have a 16 AC.
Yep. That's another 6, so that also doesn't hit.
He's trying.
But, yeah, but he kind of pulls back on like a third strike, and 17 on the dice does hit. So
It does.
you take, that's a 1 again, so you take 5 points of damage.
Is that already halved, or?
It is half because you're raging, so that is probably round up or down. I don't know. We'll round down. That's 2 points of damage.
Owie.
One of the tears in your shirt just kind of a little longer. Just he helped it along.
Gonna need a new shirt after this.
You're gonna need a new shirt after this. But and then he is just going to tremble as a bonus action. Just shake. Just bonus action tremble. Like one of the like you know how a chihuahua sometimes goes if it gets too overwhelmed. Yeah, he's just that with a dagger in his hand. And there is another person who shares his initiative who is going to step up and stand shoulder to shoulder with the guard that is with Tohi. And he is going to attempt to push you to the ground.
Huh?
So his weapon is still sheathed on his back. He is just going to, so we're going to make a contested strength check.
Right.
He's going to, for pushing you for staying upright.
Okay. 19.
It's a natural 20.
I rolled a natural 22, but mine's -1. Oh,
No. If you,
don't get the...
if you rolled a nat 20, so you guys, like you see him coming, right? And he's got his hands out to push you, and you brace with all your might, and you push back, and you guys are like locked in this like push, and like it's kind of like when you're on the sea and you are trying to pull, like a sail comes loose, and you're trying to pull against the wind to get that sail locked back in place. You've done this dance before. You know exactly what muscles to engage in order to keep this dude at bay. He is just a sail pushing against the wind, pulling against you. You've done this dance before. And so, that's his turn. He's just gonna...
Beautiful.
He's just pushing. And you are just resisting. Which brings us to 3 more guys. They all rolled terribly in initiative, so it's just... They're all last except the one guy who goes after Tohi. So, 2 of them are gonna step up and attempt to attack Skipper and not hit. Not at all. Like they all rolled below a 7.
Too scared.
Skipper's too scary.
Skipper's too scary. They're like, you are like somehow dancing better than Tohi in this moment. You're just like, they cannot hit you. But the guy who has the dagger, he is petrified. His armor is already dinting in on him. He already has wounds from the thing that is meant to protect him. And now he's got 2 other people next to him swinging at you very wildly with their greatswords. Which brings us to the gnome's turn.
Does he heed my warning?
Yeah, with that intelligence check, he goes and just books it. Just absolutely books it.
Nice.
Like the opposite direction. He is gone. Which, yeah, he's just, he knows a bad thing when he sees it, and he is gone. Which brings us to the top of the initiative, and Tohi, it's your turn.
Can I just say, as the gnome is running off, because I know gnomish, can I just shout out that's a good choice as he's running away. You don't
Yeah.
want any of this. Just shout out to him.
Absolutely. And you watch as he trips on a cobblestone and just goes sprawling before righting himself and continuing to run.
I have one question. I have a ability called Slayer's Prey, and it says I can designate a creature. Would you count humans like these people as creature? Because that's how it's written.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So, am I currently locked in a struggle, or am I able to push this person that tried to push me just like off? And
So
kind of
I
be
would
free?
say it's kind of like an immovable force, an unstoppable force, meaning immovable object. You can pull away from it. He might go off balance because he is still pushing towards you. You can roll an acrobatics check
Mm-hmm.
to see if you can like duck out of this dude's embrace and send him tumbling.
I will absolutely do that.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Or
You-
30 in total.
For a 30 in total, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well the nat 20 would have done it, but you just salt bay it with your stats. You are locked onto this dude, and you know what it's like to dance one-on-one with someone, and you feel his resistance shift just for a second, and you take the opportunity and you duck, and he goes ass over tea kettle over your head and is now prone on the ground.
Okay, while he's now laying on the floor, I'm just going to say to him, don't you know it's rude to interrupt a dance? And I'm going to look back at the person I was immediately fighting.
Yep.
And I'm going to mark them with my Slayer's Prey as my bonus action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go in with my 2 attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
So the first one is a 29 to hit.
Yes, that very much hits.
Okay, I'll roll the damage for that one real quick then. Which would be a 10.
10 damage, yep.
10 damage, and then he, because of my Slayer's Prey, takes an additional d6, so I'll just roll that one. So that's an additional 5. And then I'll go in for my second attack now on him, which is a 15.
Does not hit.
That's
That does miss.
So yeah, I'll just kind of go in and I'm trying to do this non-lethally, so I'm kind of aiming for like shins and feet, trying to stab there so he can't like chase us afterwards.
Yeah, so he sees you do that and just steps over your blade in like, it's a very cool move though. Like, you've had dance partners. This is someone who
you
can
do
keep up
know
with
how
you,
to dance.
apparently.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah.
I like you. And I'm just gonna kind of stay where I am, kind of poised, ready to kind of counteract whatever he's gonna do next.
Yeah, that is his. If that is your turn, then that brings us to his turn. So he is going to make a trip attack. He's going to attempt to attack you and make a trip attack. Okay, so he. Oh, they're both 11s, so 19 plus. What is it? Plus 9. So dirty 20 to hit you.
Can I use my reaction of defensive duelist to add 5 to my AC?
Yes.
So I will do that, which takes my AC up to 21 in total.
Yes. So he swings, and just as he did, you jump over the blade, and it is very cool. And then he's going to follow that up with a regular attack, which is a 21. It is 12 plus 9, so that is beats it. And
that one will hit you.
That one will hit, so that is 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage.
And then he's just gonna stand there and you want to dance, pal? Let's dance.
Oh.
And that
Well, your moves are good so far. I'm enjoying myself.
Thanks, I've been practicing.
Oh, you're doing very well.
He shakes himself out of it. You get the feeling that the people in this place are just like not treated very well by their employers rather. But that is his turn, which brings us back to Ceph.
Alrighty, so there's two on the left now because the gnome ran away.
2 on the right because the gnome ran away,
Right,
and 3 on the left surrounding Skipper.
Okay.
It's very popular.
Does anyone look particularly injured?
The guy that Skipper started peeling like a can of sardines is looking a bit more hurt than the others, but you also have the guy on the ground next to Tohi.
So is he? He's not incapacitated though. He just fell over.
Yeah, so he's prone, so it'll take half his movement to get up. But and he has disadvantage on any attacks he tries to make while he's prone. Any melee attacks against him are with advantage. Any ranged attacks against him are with disadvantage. And I don't know how it works for spells. Let me just look that up real quick.
Oh,
We're all learning here.
I was going to cast a spell, but if I can... I mean, my melee weapon's not particularly good, so I don't have to do that.
Which are the whole page of things. So an attack roll against a creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So, yes, if you want to get 5 feet up to him...
What, can I get 5 feet up to him and then cast a spell?
Yeah. This just reads as...
And that would be
advantage.
Oh. Okay. Well, I was going to cast something that doesn't require a roll anyway. So,
okay,
I guess I'll go over to the guy on the ground and kind of try and look big and intimidating in the hopes that maybe he will go away. And then, because assuming that, you know, my aura is still kind of leaking poison, I'm going to cast poison spray at him. So he needs to succeed on a con 20 roll.
Mm-hmm. Con 20, okay.
Yes.
With a 5, he does not.
Poor guy.
He's face down in the dirt, and you've walked up behind him and belched on him, is what's happened.
Huff poison at him. So he takes 14 damage.
14 damage, excellent.
14 poison.
14 poison damage, yes.
Yes,
just
poison damage.
Is it and he rolls for being poisoned, or is it a just...
No, this is just a cantrip.
Yeah, cool. Brilliant.
So...
Excellent. You still have a bonus action.
I do. I don't think I have anything else to do. Bonus. No, I can only cast a couple of spells, which I don't want to do right now, so that's all good.
Yeah, that's so fine. So if that is your turn,
and because I have to get in melee range with him too, right?
Yes.
Or actually, no. With that, I didn't have to. I'm gonna stay. Sorry, can I have to stay 10 feet away from him?
Yes.
Because the melee didn't matter for the advantage.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I had him roll with disadvantage due to being prone because he can't really tuck and roll.
Okay. I'm just gonna back away a little bit to try and stay out of like the physical fighting.
Yeah, that's cool. Pen, it is your turn.
Cool. So my character's a little embarrassed because she's real shit, apparently.
Actually, Pen, can you just roll me just a straight attack roll with your mace?
Cool.
Yeah, okay. I forgot that you got an opportunity attack as he moved out of melee range to
as he
attack
moved
Skipper.
out. Yeah. Well, apparently I'm just really shit at my mace. I have this beautiful mace, and I'm just really terrible at using it.
It looks so good though, Pen. It really
great.
completes your outfit.
Yeah. That's all that matters. And brings out my eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've decided I'm gonna go to the one closest to me. Mm-hmm. They're like within like 5 feet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cool. I'm actually going to walk up to them and touch them and cast Inflict Wounds.
Beautiful.
4th level spell.
Yep.
Which is math 27 to hit.
Yeah, that just makes it. Yeah, no, that hits.
Yeah, I think I might straight up be murking this dude.
But you could still roll all one. You could still roll all ones.
About to roll 60-10.
Yep.
3, 7. If it's a 0 and a D10, is that a 10?
That's a 10.
Okay. So 17. Oh wait, I think I read on 6. So 23.
23 points of necrotic damage. Brilliant. You watch as this dude's face, like the veins in his neck, just turn black as necrosis creeps up in his body. He's still up, but he's hurting and pissed. You do have a bonus action?
Yes, and I also have my trident still.
Yes, so using that counts as your bonus action.
Okay, yes, so I will use my trident on the other guy.
Yep, the one who's being peeled, or the other guy?
The
other guy. The third guy,
yeah.
yep.
Sorry, I forgot to mark. I'm just trying to keep track of everything that I've done.
Yeah, you're right.
And then, so I forgot what my...
So it's a +8 to hit.
Spiritual weapon is.
Yep, so roll a
+8.
roll d20
Yep.
+8.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was.
No,
16 to hit.
16 does not hit. So your trident just kind of glances off of the armor.
I mean, look, I was pretty freaking messy with that. Inflict wounds. My character Penelope just curtsies, and then that ends our turn.
Cool. So that brings us to Skipper again. Hi. You are surrounded by 3 guards, a spiritual weapon, and your friend Penelope.
All right.
You are also really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are ruining my chances. You know, I had planned places to be tonight, and they're ruining it for me.
These guys are trying to stop you from seeing the Pirate Queen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the guy that I've already hit, unless he looks like he wants to run away.
He kind of does, yeah. Yeah, you don't even need to roll for that. This dude is, like, the dagger is almost falling out of his hand with how bad he is shaking.
Yeah, I'm sort of gonna give him like a you should run away look.
Yeah. He gives you a I just shit my pants look.
I give him an you should wear brown pants look. I know, I'll roll one of my attacks to hit one of the other 2 guys that are there. That is a 18.
Yes, that just hits.
Awesome. Oh my goodness, that's max damage.
Nice.
That is a 23 damage.
23? Yep.
Yeah.
Are you hitting the one that Pen just sniped, or the other one?
Yeah, I'll go for the one that Pen just got.
Sure. And you are trying to do this as non-lethally as possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock these guys out. I don't know, they're just doing their job, really.
Yeah, but you've just put a hole through this dude's chest. As you pull your axe back, and he just drops to the ground, dead.
Oh, no.
He didn't have a lot left going for him. But
damn it!
He's just he just crumples. And you have another attack left.
Pen's just gonna be like, I hope you had life insurance.
I'm like, oh, alright, I'm gonna turn the other guy. I just hit him.
Just hit him? Yep.
Yeah.
Roll your attack.
Unless he looks like he wants to run as well.
He does not. He's just like, Barry! We were going for drinks after our shift.
We went for drinks too, and now look where we are.
Brilliant.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 11 plus 4. 15 damage.
15 damage. Cool beans. And you also have a bonus action if there is anything you would like to do.
What can I do on my bonus action? I can't really do anything. I'm a barbarian. I just get angry and hit things. It's pretty cut and dry. I don't actually have any other bonus actions other than rage.
Fair.
I have 2 weapon fighting, but I'm using my great axe, so
yeah,
it's alright.
Yeah.
I'll move on.
That is fair. That brings us, if that's your turn, that brings us to the guy who's almost certainly shit his pants. He just looks at you, drops the dagger, and runs the opposite direction from the gnome. But as you watch him run, he has absolutely shit his pants. You can smell it. He's waddling. Like, it's done. He's terrified. You've probably scarred this kid for life.
Sorry, mate.
And that is his turn. That is my watch has turned itself off. Wonderful. So yeah, he just books it and disappears. And then that brings us to the guy who's on the ground. By Tohi is going to push himself up, wipe the dirt off his face, and he's going to try and push you over again, Tohi. So if you would like to make another contested strength check.
7.
He rolled an 8. So he is going to push you, and I'll say that the difference between the rolls is so small that it's not going to knock you prone, but you are pushed 10 feet away from your dance partner.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he's just going to pull a dagger from his belt as well and look cranky. And that's his turn. Bringing us to the guy who Skipper just hit, who did not shit his pants or die, who is going to make his who is going to make his multi-attacks against Skipper. So the first two, I guess he's just terrified, having watched you destroy his friend, and also by the fact that 2 other guards have just gone running, and he swings wide. But the third swing does come straight down and sort of like nicks you down the it's more than a nick this time. Like there's a big old gash in your sleeve. There is blood pouring out of your arm. And right, I've got to roll damage. Hang on. You take 8 plus 5, 13 points of slashing damage. That is halved to, what did we say? Roll down 6.
Owie.
But you also have the option to use your reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke. You are a tiefling. You can...
Yeah, why not? I don't use these spell slots. That's 3d10 worth of damage. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he needs to make a dex save.
I believe so, yes.
Yes. Dex is not good. That's
16.
cool. Yeah, he got 15. 13 plus 5.
He does get
13 plus 2. So he is going to take damage from your 3d10. Do you want to roll that for me?
Yeah, just getting my calculator up.
No,
I
that's
have
fine.
1 set of dice out. I don't know why I didn't grab 2.
It's so fine.
14.
14. Okay. This dude, as you watch as his armor starts to glow a little bit, and he just starts screaming as smoke erupts from around his collar. He's not dead, but he wishes he was right now. And he's just gonna drop his sword, and like he's gonna start struggling to get his plate mail off.
Run to the water.
It's like half a kilometer away.
It's not running.
I don't know how many feet that is.
At least 2.
It's at least 12.
And that's going to be his turn. Bring us to the top of initiative again, Tohi.
Yeah,
You've been pushed.
I'm really invested in my dance partner right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 30 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna use whatever I need of that to get back to my dance partner.
Oh yeah, just like 10 feet.
Yeah, and just kind of almost like skip my way back over, do a little twirl in between, and be like, "You can't stop me." And he's gonna go up, and I'm just gonna go for my weapon attacks again on this one. He's still affected by my Slayer's Prey.
Yep.
So it's just the first attack that he takes, he gets extra damage on.
Yep.
So that's a 29 to hit again.
Yeah, definitely hits.
So it's D8. I rolled a 1, but I have a feat called Piercer, which means I can re-roll the damage dice 1 time per turn, but I have to use that.
Yeah.
I believe that's... Yeah, I can re-roll the piercing damage from an attack. So.
Yep.
And that's a 7, so that's much better. Plus 8, so that's 15.
15 plus your Slayer's
And then
dice.
for the Slayers is 6 on top of that, so 21 damage in total for the first attack.
Yep. So you... At first it looks like your rapier gets stuck on his armor, but you twist your hand a little bit and it just slides between the gaps where the plate mail shifts, and you go like a foot deep in his abdomen and pull out, and he is gushing blood, and he doesn't look great. He's not having a good time. He's pulls his hand back and it is just crimson, and he is looking a little pale.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make my second weapon attack against him, and gonna make sure that trying to be as non-lethal as possible, like trying to hit him with the butt of my weapon or something like that, just kind of make him unconscious and not puncture him anymore. That is a 17 to hit.
That just misses.
Just misses. Okay.
Just misses.
So just seeing all this blood gushing out, I wasn't expecting to do that, so I just kind of swing at him without really looking and just completely misjudged the distance.
Yeah. That's probably a really good distraction. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
I don't have any bonus actions, no. So I will end my turn there, just next to my dance partner.
Ceph, we're back to you.
Is that guy on the ground still there?
He stood back up and pushed Tohi, so you no longer get advantage against him.
Is he It's really hard for me to remember who's still around. Who looks the shittiest?
The guy who was burning alive in his armor.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, the guy who is desperately trying to get off this burning material.
Oh my god. It's so hard for me to not kill people.
You're telling me.
Okay. I'm gonna try my very best. I'm gonna go up to the guy that looks the most injured, the one who is currently screaming and burning alive.
Yep.
And just try to use my moon sickle on him in the hopes that I can kind of slash him enough that he might pass out but not die.
Yeah, or you could smack him in the head with the butt, the pommel, if you'd like.
No, I want to cut him a little bit, but not too much.
Okay. Yeah, make your attack roll. Go for it.
Oh, that's bad. 12.
Misses. Yeah, it
Ooh.
does. The smoke billows out from like the neck of his armor and just kind of gets in your eyes a little bit, and you misjudge the distance.
Annoying. Oh well, that's all I can do. So.
Okie doke.
Right, I'll just wait there and look kind of like, ooh, just like swing the sickle around in the hopes that maybe I look a bit scary, but mostly I just look bumbling because I couldn't even cut him right.
Okay, wonderful. Pen, your turn.
Alright. So Pen is going to unscrew the cap of her water flask a little bit, and she's going to turn to the guy who's smoking in his armor and be like, "You're looking a little hot there," and she's gonna cast Ice Knife. Cool him down.
Okay. What level are you casting this at?
I am going to do level 2. And it is
Cool. So he needs to make a dex save. I'm going to make him roll it with disadvantage on account of being on fire. Yeah, he got a nat 1, so it absolutely hits. So
it was
roll
it was 22 to hit, so
it's okay. You don't roll a hit for that one. It's he has to jump out of the way or get hit.
Well, he was fucked.
Yeah, cool. So roll your 1d10 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
7.
A 7. Cool. This shard hits this dude who is burning, and he drops. And as he drops, the shard then explodes. So I'm going to need Penelope and Skipper to make a dexterity saving throw of, I'm going to say 16 as well, to avoid the shards of ice that are exploding everywhere.
I think I'm also.
I got a
next.
19,
That's the
so
guy I
I'm
tried
good.
to stab as well.
Right, yeah, and Yes, you too.
So what was it?
So-
Sorry, Dex?
Dex 16 save.
17.
17? Yep.
Just
19.
Skip, you do get to roll with advantage on Dex effects that you can see.
True.
But 17
Yes.
succeeds
Yeah,
regardless.
still 17.
Yep. So sorry, 17, 19, and Salty.
19. I got 19.
Oh no, sorry, Jess.
Yeah, I got a 4.
A 4. Okay, but that's fine because as a 16th level Circle of Salt Druid, you are immune to the 3d6 of cold damage that
I'm
was
immune
coming
to
your way.
cold
You are
damage!
immune to cold
Wet
damage.
Druid, let's go.
So while Skipper and Penelope dive out of the way, Seth just stands there and just
I tank it.
shakes it off like John Wick taking bullets. You just brush down your shirt, and yeah, that's.
Oh wait, can I hold on? Can I can I hold out my hand and I stop all the ice shards like in the Matrix?
Yeah, sure,
Matrix style.
amazing. It just into your hand, and you just crush it into water.
I turned to my companions. I'm like, my bad.
Incredible. You also have a bonus action, and your spiritual weapon is still up. If you would like to send it over to Tohi.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
If I was to just loot some bodies right now, would that be an action or a bonus action?
It is an action to loot bodies.
No, all right.
I'm
I
very
will
sorry.
Wait for my next go. I was
Very
gonna
fair.
loot Barry's body in front of his mate, but I thought that might be a bit.
Oh man. Okay. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I think we've gotten rid of everyone in our alleyway. Hey.
There's still 2 people over. Tohi is still dancing.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see how far it can move 20 feet.
20 feet, so you'll be able to hit either of them.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna try and hit either of them.
Cool.
I'm not gonna interrupt Tohi's dance. I'll go for the other guy.
The other guy? Okay, roll your
Yeah.
attack. So d20 plus 8.
Yeah. Oh. Shit, I'm so bad at math. 15.
Does not hit. You once again just go a bit wide. I'm very sorry. But if that is your turn,
That's my
that brings
turn.
us back to Skipper.
Oh man. All right. Well, there's the one guy left now in front of me.
No. So one guy you
The other
cleaved.
guy, yeah, the
One guy
that I
shit his pants and
burnt.
ran away. Oh no. Pen just killed him with the ice
Oh,
knife.
the ice knife got him. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He only had 4 hit points left, so
Oh no.
Everyone's like, I'm trying to just meme, and I'm like, eh.
No, I'm like trying not to, but I keep accidentally murdering people. I made 2 people run away. I feel like that balances out my
Yeah,
murder
yes.
scale.
the karma's there. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. You know, I just can't kill anymore because then it's even. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
I will attack then the one that Tohi isn't dancing with because I
Mm-hmm.
respect him enough that I know he likes his dancing.
Yeah.
So I'll
It
attack.
seems to be a mutual thing. We all know not to interfere in a dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also very beautiful to look at, like the twirling and the like
Yeah.
physicality of it. It's
Hmm.
nice. It's nice.
It's art.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, let me do damage. I'm doing 1 attack at a time just in case.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
No more accidental cleaving in half.
16
Damage?
damage.
Yeah. So you hit this dude, and do you hit with like the blunt end of your axe?
The flat of my axe.
The flat. You smack this dude up the side of the face. He like stumbles into the wall, and like you can just see like his face just immediately erupts into a bruise, and his pupil blows. You've absolutely just given this guy a concussion, but he is still alive.
I don't know my own strength. I'm just a little guy.
He's a little guy.
Sure, I'm 6'3", but I'm a little guy.
Sure. So yeah, his
6'3" little guy.
pupil is blown. There's a little bit of blood coming out of his ear now.
Oh.
He's getting very close to maybe not being alive anymore.
Can I just unarmed attack? Smack
Yeah.
him a little bit?
Yeah, you can just throw down your axe. You can throw arcade down and just punch him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like with one like take my axe in the one hand and just give both a whack because I don't want
Yeah.
to kill him. I really don't
Yeah.
want to kill this man.
Yeah, punch this man in the face.
That is a 19 to hit. So that's a
That-
29.
That
Oh,
that
yeah, 29.
yeah, that hits. That absolutely hits.
6 damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. It doesn't kill him, but
yes,
you
that's what we wanted.
absolutely give the other side of his brain a concussion as well as he just
Bounces.
smashes into the wall again and slumps. Like,
You're not as
he's-
terrible as you could have been.
I'm so proud of you, Skipper.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, guys.
Sure, and so
That's my turn.
if that's your turn, Tohi, this guy in front of you's got one hit point.
I'm just gonna go up, kind of sensing how bad this is, and just kind of hold the hand that's not covered in blood and just like put it in mine and get close to him, kind of like you would a tango dance, and just whisper
Yep.
to his ear, "Now's the time to go." And I'm gonna point towards like the end of the alleyway, and if he's willing, I'm gonna teleport him 30 feet that way so he can go get help.
He does not have the chance to be willing as he passes out in your arms. You have a way with people.
I just
This guy-
slowly lay him down,
Swoons.
and while he's on the ground, is that the end of combat? Is he the
Yes,
last
that-
one?
He was the last one. So as you look around at this alley and the 18 seconds that have passed,
Oh,
Like-
jeez, we killed so many people. So many cops.
there's a
No,
couple. There's
This guy's
There's two-
alive.
so there's 2 corpses and there's 2 people who are gonna be real sore tomorrow.
Can I just
Um,
quickly cast Cure Wounds at first level on him as I lay him down, like so he kind of like glows as I lay him on the ground, and he just rests on a bed of leaves?
You can, but I will say that he does not regain consciousness
No,
because
that's fine. I just want to make sure he
you've re-
doesn't bleed out.
Yeah, you got this dude good,
Is
like a
the guy-
lot.
The guy that I smacked with the flat of my axe, is he breathing?
Yeah, he's
Oh, wait,
breathing.
Wait,
That's what
He's
counts.
just
sorry.
Yeah, healed him for
sorry.
7 damage.
yeah, that's
So,
fine.
yeah.
He is still unconscious though.
Yep.
The
My
other
God.
guys, the guys we killed.
Yeah.
Accidentally. Do they get death saves or do they not because they're NPCs?
No, I'm not going to give them death saves because
Oh, no.
someone
Oh,
hit
no.
them. Someone hit them in the throat with an ice knife, and someone also did max damage on her attack.
But I
So
could put good berries in their mouths and then they would be not dead.
I
you can
mean-
put good berries in their mouths, and they'll just be corpses with good berries in their mouths,
Okay, I guess I won't do that.
like a calling card.
Gonna put
So
my
you got
axe.
you got some old New York detective being like, "Well, Dick, you know what it looks like we got there? We got a case of the good berry killer, you know." But so
I'm just gonna trot over to the dead body, just a little, and start looting.
sure.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna put my axe on my back and start like dusting myself off.
sure. These guys don't have anything on them. Like they are at work. Their stuff's in their locker. They've got like a couple of daggers. They've got their great swords. They've got some real busted up armor, but they really don't have anything on them. I'm sorry.
We should keep going to the dock
Mm,
3, dock 3.
yes.
I'm gonna need someone to make a survival check. We're not gonna worry about the stealth checks because you guys have raised a ruckus in the last half a minute.
I'm gonna start playing my pan flutes if we're not
Oh, God.
if we're
I'll
not
do the,
stealth
I'll,
and just
I'll do the
playing a
survival
little
again.
shanty
Yep.
as we walk away from the carnage we've caused.
That is a 22.
Yeah, that is so fine. It's, as I said earlier, it's like you looked out the window and memorized the streets. You know exactly where you are going, and when you start running, you hear the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo of pan flutes behind you, along with the smashing of your boots and the clip clop of Penelope's feet, and in the distance. There are a lot more boots following you as you make your way out of the maze that is the back alleys of this city. And you, with a 22, find your way to the main road, right? And you can see the docks in the distance. And you run. And as you run,
Pull the kill sword, just going for it.
Oh no.
oh Jesus, that's 18, 19, 20, 22, 26 guards are on your tail. As you
Okay.
run, as you book it towards the harbor. They are sort of just like pouring out of side streets. They are behind you. They are still a distance away, but you get the feeling that if you stop, they will catch up to you.
Just book. I'm going.
Just go.
Booking it. Skipper books it. Skipper has a date with the pirate queen.
Exactly.
Right?
I can't be late.
Booking. And so it's less than half a kilometer now because you've been running. Still don't know how many feet it is. Should have looked that up on the break, but I didn't. You guys are running, and you get past the cobblestone streets, and there's like the layer of sand that comes with being a coastal region that follows, and then the wooden planks of the start of the dockyard area. And as you are running, there is a figure in front of you, pacing back and forth. They have a barrel wrapped in ropes in their right hand, and there is a cigar hanging out of their mouth. You can see, as they keep taking puffs of the cigar, their face is illuminated, and it is a hobgoblin. And they look up at you and run up to you, and they just go, "Hello, my friends, gonna guess by the rockets that you guys are the ones I'm looking for, so hello, probably get on the ship, run,
I'm
dock 3.
running past.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just keep
Yeah.
going." And they pull the cigar out of their mouth, and they light the keg on this barrel of gunpowder, and
Hell yeah.
fucking yeet it. And it boom, boom,
I love you, pirates.
and this all these guards sort of, they don't really notice it, and then this massive fucking explosion. You watch bodies flying, like they're not dead, they impact the ground and they get back up, and then some of them just sort of get back up and fall back down immediately because they just took a gunpowder explosion to the face. But so this hobgoblin runs up to catch up with you, and they wave their hands, and between their fingers a golden net of arcane energy forms, and they just shout into this net, "Cast off, cast off, cast off, cast off, cast off, cast off!" And you watch as they throw it, and it becomes a seagull, and then it disappears, and you see the lanterns on one of the ships turn on, all flicker up at the same time, and they're like, "That's the one, let's go there. Go right,
for it.
go right, get on the boat." So as you guys approach, I'm gonna need you all to make an athletics check for me
Is that to try and climb onto the boat?
to jump onto the ship as it is starting to leave. Like they are doing exactly what they were told, and they are casting off.
Athletics?
Yeah.
26.
Sorry, everyone do their rolls.
17.
Just need to check something. 29.
Yeah, Jess?
Instead of rolling, can I use a bonus action?
Yeah, to a wild check.
No, I'm gonna use Draconic Transformation.
Mm-hmm.
So, which allows me to fly. So
Yeah.
it says, with a roar, I draw on the magic of dragons to transform myself, taking on draconic features. So I guess I yell into the air, and these like big algae, like colored and kind of like dripping wings sprout out of my back, and my face becomes a little bit more draconic. And I guess I get like claws and stuff, and it sprouts. The wings are incorporeal, but they give me a flying speed of 60 feet. So I like jump off the pier and fly over to the ship and land down on it.
Easy done.
And then I kind of like watch the others to make sure that if they need help, I can throw a rope or something to them.
Yeah, so everyone passed the check. You hit the DC. You guys are good. So there are like ladders, there are rope ladders, there are loose ropes, there are panels that are just designed to be inset ladders in the hull of the ship. So without a problem, you guys are running up to the dock and leaping off of it and catching yourselves and hauling ass up the side of this ship as it is casting off. And the three of you look up, and Ceph is already on deck. She's got wings.
She looks
Yeah.
really cool. You guys popping and catching your breath, and behind you, there is a blue-skinned water genasi clasping forearms with the hobgoblin as he pulls them up over the side of the deck, and they press foreheads together for a moment. And so the genasi steps up behind the helm, and you watch as two sailors, a human and a tiefling, cast gust of wind in the sails, and you guys, the ship is rocked forward, and the hobgoblin walks up to you, and he's panting, and he's like, "Talk about a fucking prison break! I thought you were told to come alone anyway. Well met. My name is Damon Saltwhip. Hello, I am the queen, the pirate queen, Grace Tidesall. May the waves carry your name. I am her right hand. And I have a letter for you." And so he holds out this letter.
Take it.
Skipper
I'm
takes
gonna
it.
take it because Skipper still thinks she
yeah,
didn't come alone
yeah.
because the group was with her.
So it is folded, and there is a red seal, like a red wax seal on it. It is a circle with the imprints of a moon and a skull and crossbones, a very small skull and crossbones in the middle of it. And as you open it, it reads, "News of your exploits and skills has reached my ears across the waves, and as such, I have a proposition for you. A job, if you find yourself willing, with treasure and renown your reward. I shan't provide more details in a form that can be so easily intercepted. Sail to Blood Moon Bay. I will hold an audience with you, and, fates willing, we will find ourselves in an alliance." And it is signed in a very flowing cursive, Queen Grace Tidesall.
She wants an alliance
Skipper,
with
she's
me.
gonna ally with you.
What can I say?
You're in.
Clearly,
You're
make an
in.
impression.
You're so in, Skipper.
So, after you leave the bay, the areas immediately around Wavehelm, Damon, Saltwhip, they take the wheel. The genasi goes below deck. The schooner sails into the night. The crew extinguish the lanterns once you leave the bay and move into deeper water. Above you, the stars twinkle, winking their endless approval at you from on high. And below you, the perfect darkness of an unending sea reflects the starlight. You're sailing upon a perfect eternity, a sea of stars, wrapped in a shroud of night upon an ocean that seems to part just for your ship to pass. You don't know how much time passes, but on the horizon, eventually, you see a glow, as red as a setting sun. It's like you've sailed so far and so fast that you've caught the end of the day again, but that's impossible. You're sailing south, and as you have this thought, the ocean beneath you turns. The smooth waters become choppy, and the ship begins to rock. You recall the stories you've heard in your careers, the rumors that whisper that the waters surrounding Blood Moon Bay are protected by the souls of pirates who died at sea and could not find their way home, that the blood of lost sailors stains the ocean and shores of the island a deep and visceral red. That glow on the horizon draws stronger, draws you closer, and the ocean grows wilder. The roar of waves filling your ears as the waves themselves crash over the deck, the unchecked wrath of the ocean soaking you to your bones with salt spray and frigid water. You hear Damon Saltwhip shouting something. Their voice is lost in the tempest, and the dark shapes of rogue waves off the bow and crew members scurrying about the deck. You see that. There is the smell of iron and something unmistakably sweet, and just like that, just like the moment in the prison as your cell unlocked, there is stillness and silence and pressure, and the waves about the ship calm and let you pass once more. Saltwhip sags against the wheel and looks down at you with a grin before pointing up to the mast. "Forgot to change the flag. That was almost trouble, my friends. But do you smell that? We are home." Around you in all directions is a soft red glow, and ahead of you, rising from the sea, the unmistakable silhouette of Blood Moon Bay. And that's where we're going to end it tonight, guys.
Yeah, that was so good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
So tomorrow night again, guys, we're just gonna do another like 17 hours of D&D.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
Finish
Yeah,
it
cool.
off.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Wonderful. Hi. I'm shaking now. Hi, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for playing with me. This was my very first time doing the DM's chair, and it's terrifying. But hey, we're just gonna go around really quickly and reintroduce ourselves. So hey, Jess,
Hello.
we're gonna start with We're gonna start with you.
Well,
Who are you? Who have you been? Where can we find you?
I want to say that you did a really good job. I'm not going to take up too much time
Stop
like
it.
gushing over you, but that was
Stop it.
sick.
Stop
That
it.
was really sick.
This moment's about you. Stop.
Okay, well, I'm Jess or Cass or misskass. Misskass on any social medias. I've played Ceph, the Green Dragonborn, who can turn into a freaky algae dragon. And next time, perhaps she'll do more freaky algae dragon things. That's enough. Ash did a really good job there. You should tell her that.
Stop
she did
it.
a really good
Stop
job.
it. This is about you. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
I'm taking over, and it's about Ash now.
Stop it. I will eat this microphone. Plague Maiden, Sam, who are you?
Hello, I'm Sam, Plague Maiden, if you will. I'm playing Skipper, the accidental murderer, who apparently, look, she doesn't know her own strength, okay? She just really loves her family, you know? You can find me on both platforms as Plague Maiden with an underscore. Yeah. Thank you, Ash. Now I'm gonna gush. Ha ha ha!
Stop it! Stop it! Cut it out! Andy, who are you?
My name is Andy. I've had a fantastic time tonight. Thank you, Ash, for running the session, and everyone being cast alongside me. It's been excellent. Thank you, everyone, for coming by as well. You can find me as Andy SPG across most platforms. Some of them might have an underscore at the end because people like to take my name for some reason.
It was me. I am
but
responsible
yeah.
for all of the alt accounts in your name.
You can find me here on Twitch or anywhere under that name. And yeah, well done, Ash, for a first time. Amazing.
Stop it! Stop it! I refuse all of these compliments. Salty, who are you?
You can't refuse compliments because you're
can.
stuck here to have
Because
them now.
I'm the DM. I'm just going to start shoving dice in my mouth the more compliments I get. So
Yes.
I just want to start off my wrap up by thanking Ash for an incredible experience. And also thanking Promethean for hosting us on the Lorites, who's been doing an amazing job behind the scenes and who's flipping me off. None of you can see it, but it's great. I love it.
Boy.
I am Salt Queen, or Salt, or Salty, or whatever. You can find me as Salt Queen Plays on Twitch and probably also Twitter, but I think it might have an underscore because I think I have the same problem with people stealing my name. And I'm just a little bean who plays some cozy games sometimes and just mostly thirst over Baldur's Gate 3 characters. And I play Pen, who is the most awkward little dear Theta who just doesn't care.
none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye. Hey, I'm Ash. I make stuff. I made my DM debut tonight. You can find me here. I play Lilith in the Sword of the Skulls campaign. She is our Tiefling Twilight Cleric and resident pain in the ass. You can also find me occasionally crashing streams over on Fate's Grip. And you can also find me on Ko-Fi. That was a bad sound. Where, hey, I sell reproduction. You can't see them. Reproduction Baldur's Gate Netherstones.
They're
and
very good. We have some. They're beautiful and soft. No, smooth and wonderful to hold. And you should buy them because Ash makes great stuff.
They also sound like dice, so
yeah.
they got the good clickety clacks. So hey, that's me. Also, hey, once again, shout out to Awfully Queer Heroes for letting us use all of their art and stuff in this game and also the ongoing series. And also, hey, thanks to Promethean for producing everything because I was absolutely not going to be able to do this. So by myself, I'm just a little guy with no tech ability whatsoever. So hey, thanks. And thanks for hanging out. We're going to go share the love with Tabletop Obscura, who are playing Pathfinder right now. So, hey, stick around for the raid and, you know, be nice to them as you've been really so lovely to us tonight. And, hey, we'll catch you on the next session.
We haven't set a date for it yet, but there will be like at least 6 more, probably, depending on how things go. And maybe they'll have maps in future. So hey, thanks for hanging out. Be good people and stuff. We're going now. Goodbye.
Bye bye.